Yes, indeed, there is a light right here on WWNN 1470 AM and 95.3 FM, and we are connecting to all of you all across the nation, answering your calls right here, right now. We are going to dial up that phone line straight up to the heavens, and we want to hear what the universe has to say to you. So what if God were one of us? What if he was just a stranger on the bus just hanging out with you? What would you say? What if you knew that the Supreme Being, the Supreme Creator, the head of the universe was sitting right next to you? What would you want to say? First of all, what would your heart want to say? I know the human side of us would love to ask a question or two. Really, God, does it have to go down like this? Can you please give me a different storyline? Hey, God, what about that $1 million I want to win? Or maybe you might ask God for a favor. But before we do any of that, it's always good to say thank you, because it is in gratitude that we get to receive everything that we desire. And it is in gratitude and grateful anticipation that the universe answers all prayers. And tonight we want to dial up. We want to hear your prayers. We want to know what you need to know so that you can have a great experience here on planet Earth. Because if you haven't noticed, time is just flying. Fly me to the Milky Way. Everything is just moving so quickly. And it's time to just take that minute, have that breath of life, and really just be in the energy of who you are and the connectivity with the universe. You know, everything on this planet seems to have connectivity. Everything seems to move a little more smoothly around us in nature and the ocean and the wind. It's just us poor little humans. Oh, look at us. Poor us. Just trying to flounder around and find our way. It's not always easy for us to be able to move forward with ease and grace because we are complicated beings. Wouldn't you say? We've got that analytical, intellectual mind just always going chop, 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 always chipping away at something. And then we have those conditioned emotional responses. I think the inward nowadays is triggered. So sometimes we get a little triggered by other people and their happenings and their experiences and their words and their actions, and we don't know. And then we live in this other energy of some fear. We don't really know what we're going to do sometimes. And that fear of lack, that fear of unexpected happenings that we cannot or did not plan for could grab hold and just really bring us down. And that energy has a power to disengage us from all of the universe when we allow it to grab hold. So it's for us to be that conquering power, that divine power, that energetic power that transcends everything that's passing through us and says, no, 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 no. This is not the time. I'm not giving into this energy because I am the creator of everything I desire, because I align myself with the heavens. I align myself with divine angels. I am aligning myself with purpose. So then what is purpose? Purpose is that thing, that feeling, that knowing that you are in the right place at the right time doing exactly what you're meant to do. So a lot of people will sit across from me and say just this: I don't know what my purpose is. I don't know what my mission is. I don't know which way I'm going. I feel lost. So we have to grill back inside of ourselves and really sit and be in the energy of who we feel like we are, instead of who we've been led to believe we are. You know, the world seems to have this, movement that pushes us forward from a series of events and happenings. And sometimes it's something unexpected, like losing a job. Maybe it's something unexpected like losing a spouse or a loved one, and it sends us into a tailspin, and we don't know who we are and why we are where we are. Because somewhere along the way, life was just moving us forward, moving us forward. Oh, this is the next thing in front of me, so I'm going to go to do this. This is the next happening in front of me. Great. Oh, this is the next person in front of me that wants to date me or be with me. So I'm just going to pick this one. And just moving forward, just as the universe and everything is lining things up for us, sometimes we're just going with what's right in front of us. And often, that may not be the thing that is most aligned with us. It may not be the experience that's for our greatest good. Now, if you were to dial up the heavens and say, hello, can I speak to Archangel Michael or Archangel Uriel or Archangel Gabriel? Put on an angel, please. They would say that we are perfect. Even in the moments we think we are imperfect, they would say, in the perfection of the divine light, we exist. We dwell in divine perfection. And in divine perfection, everything that we desire is always right there for us. We just need to tap into the knowing, the awareness. We just need to be one with all of that. So in that energy, there's perfection. Even in that which seems flawed and imperfect or unexpected, or even times catastrophic, there's a perfection. There's a energy that transcends everything that's appearing, the illusion that appears as if it is not good enough or not right or out of sync or happening in the world that causes us a disconnect or pushes us into fear or creates an energy of uncertainty. It's all perfect because it's an opportunity to grow. So I know you're listening, you're driving in your cars right now and you're saying, yeah, well then SarahSpiritual, let me tell you, I got a lot of growing pains. Yes, you do. Everyone does. Because these growth spurts, some of them are painful. Think back, maybe it didn't happen for you, but I've heard that a lot of children get pains in their legs. They go to sleep one night and they wake up and their legs hurt for days. And then when you go to the doctor says, oh, it was a growth spurt. So if even a child, as they're going through a growth spurt where they're about to grow an inch or two, can feel pain in the physical body as the muscles and the ligaments and the bones are just stretching to just grow to its perfect next step, don't you think you, navigating life, are going to have some growing pains just like the child? Because we are in the physical embodiment and we're experiencing things in a physical density that is different than the soul and the spirit, because the soul and the spirit does not have that weight. Look at your body as the weight that grounds you here. Look at your body as the opportunity to express yourself in so many different ways. So many different ways is why you signed up to come here. Otherwise, you could be this magnificent spirit somewhere else, or just hanging out, bobbing in the energy with other spirits in the heavens. Because that's what it looks like to me when I connect and I look up and I ask for answers. All these specks of light, all these bits of energy, just there, beaming out, supporting, radiating an essence of love that's undescribable to the love that we experience here on the planet. Doesn't compare. It's there. And it's a knowing that they are seeing and feeling us too, but not in the way that we did with the human eye when they were alive, not in that way, but in an energetic feeling way of always being connected. So those of you who feel the missing of someone on the other side is great. Find comfort in knowing that they feel you. And because they're in the energy of feeling light and love, it's difficult for them to connect to you and relate when we're feeling that hurt and that pain, because it takes us away from the divine light and love, even though it's a human emotion. You know, my spiritual teacher used to say that it's a waste of energy to cry and get upset. You're wasting precious energy, because energy is meant to move you forward and light things and shift your life. And when you use that emotion to bring yourself down, then you're pushing yourself further away from where you ultimately want to be. It's more than a mindset. You know, a lot of people talk about being in the right mindset, and yes, it's important to have that mindset. But ultimately, it's the feeling of recognizing connection and knowing what that feels like, because that is the fuel that sustains the mindset that you wish to create. Otherwise, we're just setting a goal just like a New Year's resolution. And because we don't have the feeling, the energy behind it, becomes difficult to sustain. And then, yes, there are those who have such strong intellectual power, such strong ability, that they will sustain it just by sheer will. But sometimes we have to let go. And let God. Let everything work itself out. You see, the entire universe is always talking, always energetically connecting. The birds know exactly what to do, where to find food. When was the last time you saw a bird hanging out going, gee, I don't know where I'm going to get some food? Anybody know where there's some food around here? Even the fish isn't sitting there in the ocean going, I sure hope a hook doesn't come in front of me. I could be in big trouble. I might have no more breath left in a minute. But as a human, that's exactly what we've been trained to think. What if a hook comes? What if I go in the ground and there's no worms? What if no fruit comes on my tree? We start to think these things of possibilities that, could happen. But if nature, if an insect that is on the ground doesn't look up in fear and go, holy crow, there's a giant above me. If he steps on me, I'm splat. You don't hear a bug going saying that. Bug keeps going like he doesn't have a care in the world when he realizes and feels the vibration of your feet. Speeds up going, oh, I better move. Energy, move, move, move. But a human might be frozen in fear. See how nature's wired to trust their instincts and trust their feelings? When you ask questions of God, when you talk to God, God is going to answer you in a feeling. God is going to tap into the essence of you so that you can recognize the essence of God in you. And that can be the force of energy that moves you forward. That's the force of energy that transforms everything. The whole world is in harmony. So why are we so out of sorts? Well, tonight we're going to talk about that here. We're going to answer your questions and connect to all of you at 888-565-1470. And if you are watching me on Facebook, watching me on Periscope, watching me on YouTube, wherever possible, share the page. Let's share the energy of harmony. Let's share the energy of oneness. And let's get this vibe on this planet going. Let's show everyone that we can all be in harmony. And harmony allows us to come from two different perspectives and still allow a flow to be. I sat with Spirit. It was about last year, and Spirit gave me a song. And when I was coming into the show, of course, I heard a voice in the elevator. Nobody was there. It was just me talking to me. And it said, we should play that song, Harmony. Everyone needs to remember what harmony is and how the universe is all in tune. And when we get ourselves out of tune, like a piano, or a little bit off pitch, or not in the right frequency, or not in the right flow, and then we seem to miss things and opportunities. Who knows? You might miss the Powerball or Mega Million because you're not in the flow. So I thought tonight, since we're dialing up the heavens, since we're talking to God, that we, all of us, would strive to be in that flow. Wouldn't you like to be in that flow where everything you do and say is in perfect harmony? Take a listen to the Spirit-channeled song. What you're about to hear is the actual writing of the song that we just recorded on my iPhone, and now the universe and I, with our message, will play it for you. Take a listen to Harmony.
The sun begins to set and close out the day, and the moon begins to rise. It says hello as the sun says goodbye. The birds ride the wind and nowhere there to go. They're just cruising by, singing a song or two for you and I. The ocean meets the sand and whispers to it too, come dance with me and lose yourself deep in the sea. Oh, the world, it works so beautifully together. Oh, the world, it seems in harmony. Why can't you and I live together in harmony? The butterfly emerges from deep within the cocoon. It was hiding for a while, getting ready to show its beauty and change. The winds begin to blow and dance with the trees and twirl the leaves around as they dance in the sunlight. The rain, it begins to fall and everything washes off, all shiny and new, just like me and you. When we were once born, the world is there together as one. The world is there together in harmony. Why can't we live together and understand who we are? Why do wars make us better when we feel like we are hurt? Why can't we love one another and give it all a chance to dance? The world, it flows so beautifully, it dances with the planets and the stars light the way, and the universe says, you are one with me. Why can't we learn to live together as one? Why can't we learn to love everyone? Oh, the world is in harmony if we follow the sun and moon and stars in the universe and dance as one in harmony. In harmony, you and me, we are one
Yes, indeed. We are in harmony here on WWNN 1470 AM and 95.3 FM. We're going to be taking your calls and answering your questions live on Facebook, live on YouTube. So stay with us, everyone. Write this number down, 888-565-1470. We're not going to mess around tonight. We are dialing up the heavens. I've got an angel on hold. We're going to dial up God, and we're going to see what's going on. So stay with us, everyone. Don't you go away, because you know we're going to be right back.
I've been standing in the room before I walk through the door. Do you know me?
Would you like answers to life's questions? Then join me, Sarah Spiritual, every Wednesday evening from 5 to 8 p.m. for Spiritually Speaking with Sarah right here on 95.3 The Talk, WNN 1470 AM. See you there.
For the most extensive multicultural array of spiritual products, classes, and healing services in a comfortable and convenient setting, you must visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza in West Palm Beach. There you'll find the products, services, and spiritual development classes to help you bridge the gap between you and your spiritual connection. Arrange for your own personal spiritual reading with SarahSpiritual for spiritual insight. The Expedito Enlightenment Center is located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Habitat Plaza, West Palm Beach. Call them at 561-682-0955 or online at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com. For yourself or for a thoughtful gift, there's no better place to visit than the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza, Okeechobee Boulevard, West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955 or visit them on the web at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com.
Interested in relieving tension, reducing stress, and revitalizing your energy? Call reflexologist Isabel Prado at 561-682-0954 to book your session. Reflexology of the hands, face, and ears improves circulation, the functioning of the nervous system, reduces fine lines and wrinkles, and leads to a glowing complexion. Experience what reflexology can do for you today. Contact Isabel Prado at 561-682-0954.
You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with Sarah Spiritual and be in the energy of light. Call Sarah Spiritual now, toll-free worldwide. 1-888-565-1470. 1-888-565-1470. Just ask your questions or message Sarah Spiritual live on Periscope and Facebook.
Oh, yes, indeed. We are back here live on WWNN 1470 AM and 95.3 FM. And we are answering your questions here live. And we are going to the phone lines. And then I've got to go to Facebook. So keep those questions coming on Facebook. I know that Saturday night we threw a surprise. Everyone's like, what? I thought you were on Sunday. We decided to have late after hours with Sarah Spiritual and Helena. And I think we have 50 pages of questions. So let's see if we can top last week's questions. And let's see if we can share this page out into the universe. Let's see how many people we can get on the Sarah Spiritual Harmony train, because we're dialing up to God, and I'm sure everyone's question is an answer for everyone. So let's go to the phone line at 888-565-1470. And I've got to go to South Carolina. I got Tom on the line. Let's see what's going on with Tom. Tom, how are you tonight?
Good. How are you, Sarah?
I'm doing great, Tom. And how can we assist you tonight?
Well, I have a question.
Yes.
I recently put our house on the market, and I was wondering if you see it selling, and if so, when?
Ah, yes. We want to make a move. We've been wanting to make a move for a while, but we were holding back. Is that true? Yes?
Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
Okay. Probably the past 6 months was something we've been talking about, but maybe 2 years ago you thought about it. But I feel like there was a lot of other things going on in your life, and you weren't able to get to that yet, yes?
Correct.
Okay, we had to sew some things up, Spirit says. Yes, you had to close some doors, sew some things up. Oh, my goodness, looks a little sticky there. That makes sense?
Yes.
Can I have the number of the house? Don't give your address on national radio, just the number.
Yeah, 1422.
Okay. Oh, well, you weren't meant to stay there anyhow. That year, that you weren't meant to stay in that house anyhow. That year represents closing old chapters, letting things go, and making a move. So
That sounds correct.
It's not the house for you. It's the house. It's the stepping stone to a better house. And I also don't know that you're going to stay in the same demographic. I feel like we're going to move away from either that county or maybe even that state. I feel like we're looking around. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
Okay. You might be coming towards my way. Oh, how exciting. You think you might come to Florida?
There's a possibility. That's one of the areas we're looking at.
One of the areas. I see 3 areas. Florida's might be a strong possibility. Of course, you know, no offense to my Floridians, but you got to pick the right spot around here. Otherwise, it gets a little weird. That's okay. You got to find a spot that works for you. So I feel as if, have we played around with the numbers of the house here? Because I also feel that there's a little difference in the numbers that may have to be ironed out or reached in order to get this house to sell. Yes?
That's a good possibility.
I think so. I think, my spirit guides say you're a little high, but that's what a real estate agent will do for you, right? Okay, so we've got, wait, do I get hit up on Facebook with one of my real estate agents to be like, what are you saying, Sarah? But I see here, what does 3 weeks have to do, or 3 months? Did we just put it on the market about 3 weeks ago or 3 months ago? What does this mean here?
Actually, about a month ago, yes.
About a month. Okay, because it feels like 3 weeks to me is how it feels. So, with a little negotiation and pricing, I really want to say we're going to move this by July.
Okay, that sounds good.
Yes. I actually would like to have it done before the 1st of July, and I'll tell you why. The planets are going to be a little screwy. And Mercury, the planet of communication and contracts, is just going to be a little backwards. So I don't want anything complicated. So you sit and set your intention that between now and June 30th, better yet, let's back it up a day, Tom. Why don't we sell it by your birthday? How's that work for you?
That sounds great, June 29th.
Let's do that, okay? But I do feel it's going to go. I just feel like we've got some negotiations coming. And, well, I know it's a game. We put it up at one price and then we lower it. So play the game, and don't be afraid to play the game. Well, don't get so hung up on a penny, okay? Something will move for you. But I do feel like this is the right move for you, and this house served you well to iron up a lot of karmic entanglements, and now it's time to fly.
Sounds good.
All right. Thank you, Tom, so much for calling in. I hope I've been of service to you.
You have been, actually. Thank you very much.
Thank you. All right. God bless you.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
888-565-1470. And we've got to go to New Jersey. I've got Elizabeth in New Jersey. Elizabeth, how are you tonight?
I'm fine, Sarah. How are you?
I'm doing great, Elizabeth. And how can I assist you tonight?
Okay. I have a couple questions. I keep seeing the face of my father's mother, which I never met.
Yes.
I don't know if anyone has a message for me because she keeps coming. Like, if I picture her face in front of me all the time.
Yes, and Elizabeth, can I ask your father's name?
My father's name is Carlos Ortiz.
Okay. Who's the person who's having problems in their left side, left shoulder, left arm, somewhere there? Who's that person around you, please?
My son?
Okay. Is there some surgery or something he injured or something he has to do, please?
Not that we know of, no.
Okay. But he needs to look at that because there's something going on with that here. I don't know. I feel like when I go into the energy of the family, Spirit Unit brings me into this shoulder issue. So maybe something's out of alignment or something so it doesn't get worse. We may want to tend to it. Is your son one of those people who are like, oh, I'm not going to go?
Well, no, he mostly has, like, pains all over. It could be his hands, his fingers, I think it's the nerves inside of him.
Okay. Well, we need to take a look at that. Okay. So if there's something going on, some neuropathy or something going on, I'm not a doctor, not giving any medical advice. I just feel like there's something that needs to be looked at. All right. And what is your son's name, please?
David with Keith.
Okay. Got it. Okay, great. Father's birthday, please.
My father's birthday is October 8th. I believe it's 1933.
Okay. There's some connection, something with your grandmother's energy connecting to your father. It's about your father. This is why she's coming. This is why she's coming.
Oh, because they're both up there.
Yeah, but it's something about your father, so it must be something that's not done or taken care of. Who else connected to your who else connected to your father in the lineage is living, please?
I'm sorry? Who else what?
Is connected in your father's lineage that's living? A brother, a cousin? It's
No
something.
one. Actually, everyone is dead.
Everyone passed, right?
All his siblings and his mother and father.
Okay. It's someone connected to the bloodline of, so siblings, but now let's go down a generation. She's trying to get your attention to pay attention to someone connected to your father. So that makes me think of male energy. So that means someone is not doing well in the health that we need to pay attention to. And I'm not placing that with your son, so do not think that. But there's someone older that she's trying to let you know is not doing well in their health, and it's just something we need to be aware of. There's nothing else she wants to tell you. When they show themselves like that and they're that insistent, it's because they're telling you that there's something that's coming that we need to do something about.
Okay. And it's a male figure, correct?
Feels male, yes.
Yes. Okay.
Does that make sense to you? Yes, that makes sense to you? Can you place that?
Well, not really, because there's really no one on his side left. They're only my mother's side. That's it.
Okay.
Unless it's, like I said, my son's the only one that carries his last name.
It's just she's trying to get your attention. So just sit and be with this for a bit, because that's all they're giving me. I'm not connecting directly with her, but that's what my guides are telling me, okay?
Okay.
Yes.
I also wanted to see where my career-wise is going, my career.
Are they making some movements in this place of work here? They're kind of shifting things around and kind of moving people and maybe let some people go recently, please?
Well, I just got my CNA, and where I'm at, I'm not happy.
Okay.
It's the second place I go, and I don't like it. My body feels all tore up by the time I get out, and I'm looking for another.
Yeah, there's a lot of movement there anyhow. I really don't feel like that's a place of stability for you. And sometimes the physical body reacts. Of course, it's not easy being a CNA either, so it can be taxing on the body.
Yes.
But I also feel like there's something for you to do, something that feels a little more private duty, and I know those are always not easy to find, but I feel like there's something a little softer, a little gentler coming for you.
Yeah, like that's what I'm trying to find now.
Yes.
And, stay in the medical field, like an office or somewhere like that.
Okay.
So that's what I was trying to do.
Yes, I feel like we need to be gentler on our body, honey. We need to be gentler. And they always are changing people around where you are now that you're going through an agency or something, yes?
No, I did it myself. I went personally, and
Okay. There's a lot of changes around all that energy. So were you constantly changing jobs or working with different people?
Just different floors and different, units and different everything.
Because I feel like a lot of movement associated with that. Something gentler with your body will be much better for you.
Okay. Because I'm also experiencing, as far as health-wise, like my lungs, I feel like a little burning sensation all the time in my lungs. And I don't know, what's that from, or...
Take a breath. Okay, just take a breath. And I'm going to work on you a minute here, but I'm looking at left side seems denser than the right side, and this is energy-wise as I speak to you. So
yes, because
Go ahead.
on the left I had sarcoma removed.
Okay. So
On the left arm, forearm.
okay, so I feel the left side is uncomfortable here, and that's where the energy is dense. So as I look at that energy, you know, I said we really want to go check that out and not wait on that. It's something that's important for you to notice, okay? And it may just mean that we have to take something or balance something out. Seems to be some buildup there. Again, I'm not a doctor. I'm just seeing it from an energetic point of view. So I would follow up with that, Elizabeth, and I'm going to ask the Archangel Raphael, the healing angel, to work on you and continue to do some energetic clearing for you.
All righty.
All right.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Elizabeth, how did you hear about the show?
I'm always on the Facebook and following you. I'm getting ready to go over there in June to come see you.
Oh, I can't wait. I'm so excited. I look forward to that.
Me too.
All right, honey. God bless you. Keep me posted, okay?
Thank you. God bless you too.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
888-565-1470. We've got to go right back to the phone lines from New Jersey. We've got to go to Petra, and then we've got to pop on over to my Facebook people because we've got questions piling up. I know we're loading them up, but let's hear what Petra wants to say here.
Hi, Sarah. Good evening.
Good evening, Petra. How are you tonight?
Well, I'm blessed.
Good, good. So since you're so blessed, what would you like to say to God before we answer your question?
Well, I would just want to say thanks for life, and I also want to know what's going on in my life with my family, my husband.
Little discourse going, oh, talk about the birds flying around. We ain't got the harmony going on in that household. We just on opposite sides of the fence. My goodness, stubborn as an ox you got as a husband.
Oh.
Good Lord. All right, I'm going to have to talk to the angels and say maybe we could add another saint because Petra is right up there. I think there's a Saint Petra anyhow, so maybe you could just tell her to move over. You'll fill in for her. I'm making a joke, but I really feel that your husband is in a really not good place within himself, and he's not feeling connected. That's how he feels to me. Is this true? Yes?
Yes, you're so right.
Misalignment, miscommunication, missteps, and you're kind of scratching your head going, what am I doing here? Only you can answer that question. But I see here in this moment that as you say that, you need to ask yourself, what is it that makes you happy and how can you find happiness within yourself? Happiness is an inside job. It is not something that we get from the outside. It is an inside job. So it's for you to find the stillness and the oneness within self and self-love, and then everything else will fall into place. The right person, the right partner, the right experience all begins to happen. And if your husband doesn't come along and come on board, well, then we all have choices and conversations to make. But I actually feel like he doesn't always, I don't know, does he not always show up home or something? I just feel like he's all over the place.
He is home, but he doesn't speak. He stays in his room. I'm in my room. He's physically abusive, so we were in court. But I was planning on getting a divorce. Then I got sick. So everything is delayed. I have cancer.
I'm sorry.
So, yeah, thank you.
Divine light will heal. You'll go back into alignment, okay? And let's look at the disease in the physical body. It's all that pent-up energy that was not able to be released, yes? The hurt, the pain, the fear, the anger.
Yeah.
So it's for you to be in God's grace and glory and light and for you to embrace that energy. Ask the divine healing angels to work with you. And, I don't feel that connection with him. And you will have your time where life will expand for you. And I also feel, Petra, that there's a new avenue of career coming for you as well as we close out this year. So there's a lot of financial success and rewards that will come to you this year, and that will facilitate your transition into a better way of life. All right, Petra? Thank you so much for calling in, and we will send the angels to work with you as well this evening. And follow through on your court paperwork. You need to always remain protected.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. God bless you. Bye.
God bless you too.
888-565-1470. We're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors, and then I've got to come right back to Facebook. I've got questions to answer on Facebook and on YouTube. So in the meantime, while we're on break, I got to start popping in and see what's going on. So stay with us, everyone. Oh, do not go away. 888-565-1470. That gets you right in here to the phone lines, and I would love, just love, to talk to you. We'll be right back.
Before I walk through the door, do you know me? you know that you know me.
For the most extensive multicultural array of spiritual products, classes, and healing services in a comfortable and convenient setting, you must visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza in West Palm Beach. There, you'll find the products, services, and spiritual development classes to help you bridge the gap between you and your spiritual connection. Arrange for your own personal spiritual reading with SarahSpiritual for spiritual insight. The Expedito Enlightenment Center is located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Habitat Plaza, West Palm Beach. Call them at 561-682-0955 or online at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com. For yourself or for a thoughtful gift, there's no better place to visit than the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza, Okeechobee Boulevard, West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955 or visit them on the web at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com.
Would you like answers to life's questions? Then join me, Sarah Spiritual, every Wednesday evening from 5 to 8 p.m. for Spiritually Speaking with Sarah right here on 95.3 The Talk, WNN 1470 AM. See you there.
Interested in relieving tension, reducing stress, and revitalizing your energy? Call reflexologist Isabel Prado at 561-682-0954 to book your session. Reflexology of the hands, face, and ears improves circulation, the functioning of the nervous system, reduces fine lines and wrinkles, and leads to a glowing complexion. Experience what reflexology can do for you today. Contact Isabel Prado at 561-682-0954.
You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with SarahSpiritual and be in the energy of light. Call SarahSpiritual now, toll-free worldwide. 1-888-565-1470. 1-888-565-1470. Just ask your questions or message SarahSpiritual live on Periscope and Facebook.
Do I know you? Have we met before? I think we might have met somewhere around the social media track. Let's see who we've got going on Facebook. I just got some questions. I know we had a bunch of hellos. I was just chatting with some people on Facebook. Carmen Lopez, please, do I feel my daddy around me? Give me a message from him. Thank you. So, Carmen, the first thing that I'm made aware of is that a father figure energy is always with you because there's a steady stream of consciousness with you and him. Always talking to him, you're always communicating, always saying, questioning him and asking him what he thinks. And you also said something to him like, Dad, you're the only person that ever really loved me that was a man. Dad, I wish you were here because you always made me feel safe. So there's something about not feeling safe right now in your environment that your father wants you to know that you are perfectly safe and that he is looking out for you and he's there and he loves you very much. I do know that father figure is also, I don't know, I feel like there's a noise or something that's unexplained in the house because I feel like he's trying to get your attention because I feel like there's been tears and you've been sad, Carmen. There's a releasing happening for you of energy, of sadness and sorrow and disappointment, and your father is there to comfort you. Know that he is with you, know that you are loved, and know that you are and always will be safe, Carmen. Thank you, Carmen Lopez, for your Facebook question. Who else do we have here from Facebook? Let's see, we have the Ryan sisters. Hello from Canada. Thank you so much. Any messages from Archangel Michael tonight? We've got Loretta Ryan. Loretta, you are on the right track. It is a time of importance and change. And the way the planets are stationed, there's something moving into the direction of a planet and energy connected to Archangel Michael. So be able to tune into that energy later on this week because Archangel Michael's energy will be increasing across the planet to balance out and have justice and peace and kind of calm down the energy of angst that's been upon the planet. And Archangel Michael wants you to know you're always fully protected and that you will come out victorious in matters of justice and finances. So it is not for you to worry, Loretta Ryan. Thank you so much for your Facebook question. Thank you so much. Who else do we have here? Renee Krotz. Hi, Renee. Thank you so much for your message from Facebook in New Jersey. What I do see for you is I'm actually feeling like there's a lot of angelic connection that's been working through you and with you. Archangel Michael is actually with you as well. And I'm also feeling this energy of surrender, that the things that you cannot control, that have been bothering you and weighing you down, you're just letting them go. I actually feel that there's paperwork, something having to do with a change or a move. So if there's something that you're getting ready to change and move, this is being supported by the angels. So as you feel that prompting, when it feels good to you, Renee Krotz, then it's time for you to make that move and make that change. You're going to be more than fine. Sometimes we've got to let something go so something better can come along. Thank you, Renee, for your Facebook question. We're going to take another one from Facebook before we go right back to the phone lines at 888-565-1470. I'm telling you, we're not going to mess around here tonight. We want to dial up and hear from the heavens. And we've got Marquisha Gonzalez. And Marquisha is saying, I just wonder if you see any complications in her pregnancy. Let me take a look at that for you, Marquisha. I'm not a doctor. I cannot diagnose. I'm just giving you an energy read of what I feel and what I see in the energetic blueprint. I'm not seeing any complications, but I do get the sense that we have to kind of stay off our feet. We have to kind of stay level. I feel as if it's an important time for you to rest. So I feel as if something's maybe elevated, blood pressure, sugar. Something's a little up, but I don't call it a complication. I just call it something that's going to tell you, hey, babe, you better slow down, stop a bit, rest, put your feet up, so we can have a healthy baby at the end of this run. Thank you, Marquisha Gonzalez, for your Facebook question, and we are going to send Archangel Raphael to surround you with light so that you and your beautiful unborn baby can remain perfectly healthy and safe. Thank you so much. We're going to go right back to the phone lines, and I've got to go to Yvonne, and Yvonne is in Delray Beach here in South Florida. Hi, Yvonne. How are you tonight?
Oh, great, and you?
I'm doing wonderfully, Yvonne. Is this your first time calling?
Yes. It's my
Wonderful.
first time.
Well, welcome. So we're dialing up to the heavens. We're talking to God. And before I answer your question, what would you like to say to God?
I am very grateful. Thank you for being alive. That's what I'm grateful for.
Yeah, it's a magnificent life, right? Even on a bad day, it's still a great life.
Yes. Yes.
All right, my dear. And how can I assist you tonight?
Actually, I just wanted to know if I have any messages that you can give me.
Okay. So let me take a look at what I see here for you. So this is an important year for community connections, networking, working with people, expanding, neighbors, just making a nice connection with people. This is something that's also important for advancement for you. Have you been working on networking, getting out more and connecting with people to expand something in your life, please?
But in a different location.
That's okay, but it's necessary for your advancement. This is what you're supposed to do this year. Work on making connections and make those movements and negotiations and connections and networking and community. I see everything kind of moving around in this way of a circle of people who know people, who know people, who know people will get you to where you need to go, okay? This is an important time for you. This is a powerful time. And I also feel it's a powerful time for transition in work and career. There's something moving you up in the level of career, but something that makes me feel like we have some stability, something that makes me feel like may not necessarily mean more work, it just means a better life. Does this make sense to you?
Yes, and how long would that be? Do you know, like 3 months, 6 months, a year?
Okay, let me take a look at that. And they also tell me you're waking up in the middle of the night, you're not sleeping right at night, yes?
I have this problem with this cough or this trip that I have going on, high blood pressure. My heartbeat is going very fast, so I'm taking all these medications that I'm not used to taking.
Okay, so we need to make an adjustment. We need to realign. The body has the power to do some work on its own here. So I am in the month of April. I always need to know where I'm going to start so that Spirit can spin me out. Are we thinking of going to another state, honey? Are we leaving I was going to say leaving the country. Leaving the state?
No.
Okay. But the move is something big, yes?
Oh, no. No, I just want to move. It's not even, it's only like an hour and a half from where I live.
Okay, well, that's still not right around the corner. You're not going to the next town. That I know. So, okay, so I feel this energy of movement here. And the energy that I feel for you at this moment is that you are in this disrupted sleep, so I don't feel like you're feeling like yourself and you're not feeling good, okay?
Exactly.
This will balance out, but I do feel like you need to, I'm not a doctor, I'm just saying I feel like we need to check with the doctor and find out a different balance of the medications. So in this month of April, I'm going to move you into June starts the opening for this transition for you, but I actually end up in September for some reason. Okay? So June to September is the movement time, because something might look good in June or something might start moving, but something almost slows it up. And I kind of feel like we're wrapping things up closer to September, okay?
Oh, okay. Sure.
Okay. All right. How did you hear about the show?
I was just messing around with the radio, and I happened to hear you, and I was like, oh, and I left it there, and I wanted to hear a little bit more.
Well,
and that's how I was able to get a hold of you.
Well, welcome. We are here every Wednesday from 5 to 8 p.m., so welcome to our family, and we will hold the space that all of this falls into place perfectly and in harmony, my dear. Thank you so much for your question. God bless you. All right, bye.
Bye-bye.
888-565-1470. We've got calls on the board from Minnesota, New York, Louisiana, and all across the nation. But at this minute, they're telling me it's really just about time for break. So when I go to break, I'm going to pop on over to Facebook, take a look at that YouTube channel, and let's see what's going on. In the meantime, I do hope you stay with us and don't go away, because you know we're going to be right back.
Shines down upon me, and there's a light.
Stay tuned for more Spiritually Speaking with Sarah coming up right after the break. Continue the conversation with SarahSpiritual on Facebook and Periscope. The phone lines are open 1-888-565-1470. That's 1-888-565-1470.
Selfless service is the guiding principle that drives Army National Guard soldiers to be always ready whenever disaster strikes. They are your next-door neighbors and your colleagues in schools, offices, and factories. To be a Guard soldier is to stand ready to serve at all times for family, for community, and for country. To learn more, log on to NationalGuard.com or contact an Army National Guard recruiter in your area. Sponsored by the Florida Army National Guard. Aired by the Florida Association of Broadcasters and this station.
1470 AM and 95.3 FM, the Health and Wealth Radio Network. Get it straight from the expert's mouth on Ask the Experts with host Steve O. Every Thursday at 5 p.m. Talk 1470 is WWNN Pompano Beach and 95.3 FM W237BD Boca Raton, the Health and Wealth Radio Network. What you want to know. What you need to know. Talk 1470 WNN.
Would you like answers to life's questions? Then join me, Sarah Spiritual, every Wednesday evening from 5 to 8 p.m. for Spiritually Speaking with Sarah right here on 95.3 The Talk, WNN 1470 AM. See you there.
For the most extensive multicultural array of spiritual products, classes, and healing services in a comfortable and convenient setting, you must visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza in West Palm Beach. There you'll find the products, services, and spiritual development classes to help you bridge the gap between you and your spiritual connection. Arrange for your own personal spiritual reading with SarahSpiritual for spiritual insight. The Expedito Enlightenment Center is located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Habitat Plaza, West Palm Beach. Call them at 561-682-0955 or online at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com. for yourself or for a thoughtful gift. There's no better place to visit than the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza, Okeechobee Boulevard, West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955 or visit them on the web at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com.
The opinions expressed on the following sponsored program are strictly those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
Welcome back to the second hour of Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, another interactive hour of uplifting and empowering spiritual discussions to transform your life. A gifted spiritual advisor, coach, and medium, SarahSpiritual will assist you to connect to the light within and transcend beyond the limits of all possible experience and knowledge. Spiritually Speaking with Sarah is presented by the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Tree of Life Plaza in West Palm Beach. For the next hour, listen, call in, and watch SarahSpiritual live on Periscope and Facebook, and share the love and light.
Here live on WWNN 1470 AM and 95.3 FM, and we're answering your questions all across the nation and connecting to all of you. And I was just actually popping onto YouTube to see what's going on there and some of the questions. So I have a question from, let me see, I have Cassia here, and she was asking if I think that her and Francis are going to get married. Let's take a look at that, because Francis seems like he gets a little undecided at times. Seriously thinking about you as his wife? You know, I feel like the relationship is moving forward, Cassia, in a really great way. I actually feel it's a little too soon for him to make a plan that we can count on, but this relationship is moving in a great direction, Cassia. So thank you, Cassia, for following us on YouTube. Thank you for always being a part of our experience here. And let's hold that space so that Francis can settle himself in. He gets a little fickle at times, so we just need him to be sure he knows what he wants. He's thinking about it, he's feeling it, but now he has to act on it. And that's where he may slow up a bit. So don't you lose faith. Let's just watch this show unfold. Good guy he is, and he's also very sensitive, and I think you're going to have a lot of fun with him. So, Cassia, we're going to hold the space for a successful relationship. Let's pop onto Facebook. Let's take another question before I go to Louisiana, because I got some stuff going on in Louisiana. Robin Donovan says, hey, anything for me? You know, Robin Donovan, this is an interesting year for you because you are really getting ready to close some doors on things that no longer serve you, and this is a time for you to just let go, and anything that doesn't serve you anymore, just let it go. I feel like this is a year of change. Some of them may feel a little tumultuous and uncomfortable for you, but as you close out some of the doors of opportunities that don't serve you anymore, that's past, it's no longer there, something new is going to open. I feel as if you're disconnecting from some people who have been in your circle for a while. This is okay because I feel like we've got some new opportunities with friendships and connections moving forward. Look for some increase in finances when I take you into the August, September, October time of this 2019 year. Robin Donovan, thank you so much for your Facebook question. One more Facebook question before we go right back to the phone lines. Let's see, Lori Irons. Thank you, Lori, for reaching out to us here on Facebook. Any message would be good. She needs some guidance and support. Lori, I feel as if things have been out of balance, out of sorts now for about the past 6 months. I know you're trying to find your stride and get yourself back to your center. When I move you into the month of June, I take you into a bit of release. I actually feel like there might be a trip, a getaway, something that kind of makes things easier for you to navigate. Archangel Michael, Archangel Uriel, very strong energies with you, supporting you and leading you through this. I also see some sorrow, as if we have some disappointment, some loss that we're releasing and letting go. Lori, this is an important time for you to do some self-care and take care of you. Thank you, Lori Irons, for your Facebook question. I've got to go to Brooke. Brooke is in Louisiana, and I want to hear what's going on with Brooke and see what she wants to say to the heavens. Brooke, how are you tonight?
I'm doing very well.
Good, Brooke. And well, first of all, what would you like to say to God? We've got God on the line.
I want to say thanks to God for, blessing me with so much already.
Good.
Because He has done so much in my life.
Well, then we need to remember that and always pay that forward, Brooke.
Yes.
So how can I assist you tonight?
Well, I want to know if there is anything in the heavens or whatever for me, because I'm kind of curious.
You know, Brooke, one of the most important things about this year for you is a lot of self-reflection. I feel like you're at a crossroad as to where you go next, a meaning and purpose, legacy. You're really looking down deep into what's coming next for Brooke and how Brooke can feel whole and one and connected and actually feel like you can be of service because you do like helping people. Is that correct, Brooke?
That is true. I do love helping people.
Yes, and I see that there's a lot of creativity around you. Have you been playing around with something creative or playing with children with something creative? Because I see some creative action around you.
Yes, I am. I'm around children right now. I'm a daycare teacher.
Okay. Well, no wonder you're creative. Jeez, they got to keep you busy, and you better keep them busy. Otherwise, they're going to run you ragged. So, Brooke, this is an important time for you because you're really loving what you do and looking where this can take you next because there's more for you, yes? There's something more coming. And I also feel as if relationship and love is something that we've been trying to navigate, and maybe it's not quite connecting the way you want it to. Is that also true, Brooke?
Yeah, that is kind of very, very true.
Yeah. That's okay. This too shall pass. There's a bump here, and you and love are just not syncing up right. But I actually feel like you're being prepared for something really great, something that's really powerful in your life. And we need to have the right partner standing by our side. I hope you understand what I'm saying when I say that, yes?
I know exactly what you're saying. I mean, I do have someone in my life right now, but I just have this feeling like he's not the one I'm supposed to be with.
Okay. Then let the universe handle it and surrender and allow what is for your highest good to occur. And things will open up for you. Sometimes we have to let something go so something new can pop in. Okay. Brooke, how did you hear about the show?
I've actually been on your site before. I think the last time you actually tried to butcher my last name.
Oh, that must have been Saturday night or something, right? Yeah.
I think so. Maybe so.
So yeah, Saturday night or the Sunday before. I apologize. Yeah, we tried. We really. Do you want to say that last name for us so that we could have it correct?
It's Sheck Snyder.
Sheck Snyder? Wow.
Sheck Snyder. That girl, the other girl, actually got it correct.
Helena. Yes, that's why she's hooked on phonics. Yes, indeed. So, all right, Brooke, I hope I've been of service to you. It's a powerful time for you. Listen to your heart, listen to your feelings, and follow the prompting of the universe. The angels have your side. And there's a woman on the other side who's connected, I believe, on mother's side of the family, loves you very much.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Really?
Okay. Thank you so much, my dear.
Oh, thank you so much.
All right, we'll see you online sometime. Thank you.
Definitely. Thank you.
God bless you. Bye.
Bye.
888-565-1470. We are answering the phone lines and answering your questions right here live on WWNN 1470 AM and 95.3 FM. You are listening to me, Sarah Spiritual, and you can learn more about me at SarahSpiritual.com. And how about some food? Do you want some wine? I know I really want to have some wine and a good time. Well, Well, guess what? I'm going to be at Flavors in Wellington. Go to the Wellington Chamber and learn more about Flavors. I think they still have a few more tickets left. It's a food and wine extravaganza, and I'm going to be there giving mini readings. So would you love to have some wine, a little snack, a little food from a wonderful restaurant, and then sit down with me? Bring me a plate, please. And I will give you some messages from the other side, some messages from your angels. It is going to be a colossal, wonderful event in Wellington. It is an all-inclusive thing with your ticket. So you have your food, you have your beverages, and a session with me. I will be there from 6:30 to 9:30. Go to my website, SarahSpiritual.com, to learn more about Flavors, or you can go to the Facebook page, Flavors of Wellington, and get your tickets now. We're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors, and then when we come back, I've got to go to the phone lines. I've got a call in Minnesota waiting for me, a call in New York, and so many more. So stay with us, everyone. Do not go away, because you know we're going to be right back.
I've been standing in the room before I walk through the door. Do you know me? Have you heard me? Have you seen me? Do you know my voice? Did you call me with your soul? Because you know that you know me.
For the most extensive multicultural array of spiritual products, classes, and healing services in a comfortable and convenient setting, you must visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza in West Palm Beach. There you'll find the products, services, and spiritual development classes to help you bridge the gap between you and your spiritual connection. Arrange for your own personal spiritual reading with SarahSpiritual for spiritual insight. The Expedito Enlightenment Center is located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Habitat Plaza, West Palm Beach. Call them at 561-682-0955 or online at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com. For yourself or for a thoughtful gift, there's no better place to visit than the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza, Okeechobee Boulevard, West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955 or visit them on the web at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com.
Would you like answers to life's questions? Then join me, Sarah Spiritual, every Wednesday evening from 5 to 8 p.m. for Spiritually Speaking with Sarah right here on 95.3 The Talk, WNN 1470 AM. See you there.
Interested in relieving tension, reducing stress, and revitalizing your energy? Call reflexologist Isabel Prado at 561-682-0954 to book your session. Reflexology of the hands, face, and ears improves circulation, the functioning of the nervous system, reduces fine lines and wrinkles, and leads to a glowing complexion. Experience what reflexology can do for you today. Contact Isabel Prado at 561-682-0954.
You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with SarahSpiritual and be in the energy of light. Call SarahSpiritual now, toll-free worldwide. 1-888-565-1470. 1-888-565-1470. Just ask your questions or message SarahSpiritual live on Periscope and Facebook.
I've been standing in the room before I walk through the door.
am Sarah Spiritual, and we are spiritually speaking to all of you all across the nation and answering your questions here every Wednesday night from 5 to 8 p.m., and we're dialing up God. We want to see, what if God were one of us? What would he say? And if he were a stranger on the bus, what would you say to God? So let's go back to the phone lines. We've got California, Missouri, Minnesota. We are just all over the board tonight. I've got to go to Minnesota. Let's go to Michelle. Michelle, how are you?
Good.
Good, Michelle. And how can I assist you tonight? What would you like to say to God?
Well, I want to say that he's really been testing me, I'll tell you.
Well, yeah, he likes to put us through some paces sometimes, right?
I'll tell you, but I really woke today.
Good.
I really did, and I got a message from Spirit today. For the first time, I heard Spirit, and I went up in consciousness, and it's amazing. And I was going to help this man get money to his daughter. I met him online. And he wants me to open up a bank account so he can put his money in there, and I Western Union money to his daughter.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been talking to him for a week or two.
Right.
And I was going to, because I can't open an account. I'm on Social Security, and it's not my money. I'll lose my money.
Right, right.
It's his money. And I'm willing to help him.
Mm-hmm.
So I asked my sister, and she said she would. And Spirit came to me and told me, no, she can't do that. He said, you have to help him yourself, and if you can't, then you can't, but only you can do it.
Right, right.
I have never heard a message from Spirit ever.
Yes.
And it changed my heart. It made me know that God was really there.
Absolutely.
And I've been really angry because he took my aunt from me last month.
Yes, I'm sorry for that.
And my other aunt may have cancer and die. And I told him if she dies, I will go with her because I'm supposedly terminally ill.
Well,
but
Michelle,
I told God I will make myself go with her because I feel like she's all I have left.
Michelle, you're a very strong woman, and we're going to hold the space of healing energy. And this year represents a lot of closure for you in a lot of ways and releasing of old beliefs, and that's why you're feeling that connection in that energy of...
Well, everybody is, I've steered away from my gifts, and I'm really coming back, and they're really starting to come in now.
Good.
I mean, a lot.
Great.
And today was just another day. They just came more. And everybody's telling me that my mom and my aunt are coming back for a message for me.
Mm.
And that, I really need to get going and really, really get moving.
Really open up and really allow yourself to be the conduit.
Back.
Yes. Yes.
I'm worried they're coming back for my aunt.
Okay. Well,
because I knew they were coming for my other aunt.
Okay.
I knew she was going to go. I've known this since I was little when people were going to die.
Right.
They always came to me.
Well, we're going to let that be, because the more attention you put upon it, the more you create the vortex of energy to, facilitate it, right? So you may know what you know and you know what you've experienced, but no one knows the path of another soul, because that is private between them and God, especially when it comes to the entrance and the exit. So we're going to hold that energy for your aunt, and we're going to ask for some divine healing for you. And I do feel that your energy of your heart is being opened so that you can recognize more and more the greatness and the beauty that is you, and that you have a gift to bring into the world so that you can make a difference as well. So I don't see a reason for you to exit the planets. I don't really feel that that's the path that's going to happen if and when your aunt passes, because she's older than you are, and she is, she may have her time before you, but it's for you to understand that you are here in the breath of life for a reason, to be the bright light that can assist other people, and that can be an energy to hold within yourself of divine love and light, and show yourself the power that is you. It's a powerful time for you as you let things go, Michelle. Michelle, did you have a very specific question for me before I move on?
Yeah. What about this guy? Is he a fraud or what?
Well, I'm so happy you asked me that question. I don't get a good feeling from that. And that's why I don't think your sister can get involved, because it's not, something doesn't feel right about that. And I don't know that I would be Western Unioning anybody I've been talking to online for a week any money. So that, of course, is a personal choice. I can't tell you what to do, but because you are on a limited income, probably not in the best interest in it for you to stretch and try to accommodate someone.
Well, right, and that's why he says he wants to do it, because he wants to help me, and he can't believe I live off this much money, blah, blah, blah.
Well, I don't know why he would be saying that. Something's fishy in Denmark is what they say.
Right.
So I would step back from that, and, but something makes me feel like he might be someone who can, once he gets access to something, maybe be able to pull out something from you. So we don't want to trust that in the land of fraud. So perhaps we want to block him and move on to someone who's maybe a little more sane and maybe a little more financially stable, honey.
Unfortunately, all I get are the ones that talk to me in a day and they love me.
Well, then that's great, because guess what? One day someone won't just be talking, they'll be meaning it, and they're going to, put their money where their mouth is. All right, Michelle, thank you so much.
You.
God bless you, and thank you for following us on the show. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you. Bye. 888-565-1470. And we're going to go right back to the phone lines. I've got Janet, and today I'm from Missouri, and you got to show me. So, my girl from the Show Me State, that's all I know about Missouri, but if you want to invite me for a cup of tea, I think I can get on a plane and make it there.
Absolutely. You would love it here.
I'm sure I would.
I'm from Michigan initially, and I moved here 20 years ago and just fell in love with the place and continued to raise my kids here, and now I got oodles of grandbabies here, so
wow,
everything's good where I'm at.
Wonderful.
But thank you so much for the gift that you are offering to share with people. I've never done this before, but I am so impressed that you are doing this for people, and you're not asking for anything in return. That's just awesome.
Thank you, Janet. So we have God on the line. God's always listening, but today we wanted to make a direct connect. Janet, what would you like first to say to God?
Oh, thank you for all of my blessings and for giving me the strength to do what I needed to do to get my... I was a drug addict for many, many years. And I have given it up for going on 7 years now. And never in a million years did I think that would happen. And I give all the glory to God for that. So I would like to thank Him so much for that.
Yes, because He helped you find that divine light and divine strength that was within you all along. Just like Dorothy said, home was in her own backyard. Yes.
Amen. Yes, that's so true. And I was raised in a Christian family, and I've always had faith, even in the worst of my addiction. I never lost my faith in God, and He showed me many, many times when most people would have thought He wouldn't listen because I was being so disrespectful to our temple, which is our body, but He was listening every single time.
Well,
however...
Janet, even when we do that, if I may tell you, it's part of the journey for whatever reason. It's part of our expansion. All roads lead us back to the center and the oneness. And if that was the path that you had to travel to bring you to this point, that you could be filled with gratitude and recognize the glory of the light, then it was uncomfortable, but a worthwhile journey, because all roads led you right back to where you know you belong.
Yeah. And now my children have suffered with it as well. And my youngest, he had a terrible addiction, and now he not only is clean, but he too, for the first time in his life, believes in God. He believed in something, but he didn't know what it was, and now he finally is saying, Mom, it's God. And I'm like, I've been telling you all along, son. But it took him his journey to figure that out, and he did, and I'm so blessed for that.
You are. And what is your son's name?
Timothy. So he struggled a great deal with heroin, and he's relapsed, maybe 3 or 4 times in the past year, but the minute he has relapsed, he has gotten right back on the track. And now this last time, he's now been clean going on 4 months, and he's just getting blessing after blessing. He just got an old job back that he lost because of his addiction, and the man recognized that who he is today and called him up and hired him back, and he was back for a little over a week, and with a little over a week he got a $2 raise an hour. So this man is even believing, seeing that he can believe in him.
Wonderful. So Janet, what's your question for us?
Well, with all of these blessings, and I truly am happy with them, don't misunderstand, but I have been unfortunate enough to lose every love in my life. They have all passed on. And I've been alone now for 5 years, and I'm going to be 60. And I'm not out there really looking, but I've never had to really look. It just was something always that came to me. And I just wonder if you can tell if I'm going to be just always alone with my kids and grandkids, or if I'm going to ever have another partner in life.
There is another partner that comes for you, and I don't say that because that's what you're asking and that's what you want to hear. I say that because that's what I see. And I feel as if, now we're attracting a different vibration, or, we're vibrationally yoked, yes, equally yoked. And as your vibration is ranging in a frequency that's higher than it was before, you're going to attract someone who's going to have the wherewithal to be connected with you and walk this path with you and celebrate life with you. In the past, some of the other loves have been a little, out of sorts themselves, yes?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So now we are seeking to find something that matches our new frequency, our new way of being. And you know what the wonderful thing is about love? It has the power to conquer anything, yes?
Isn't that the truth? Yes, I believe that.
It is what comes for you. And as we spin you in this year, I move you through the months of June, July, August, and then as I close out the summer, that opens up the energy of, love coming into the picture. So you don't have to go far to look, but you do have to pay attention, because somebody just might be looking at you there in Missouri, and since you're from the show me state, you definitely want them to show you, honey.
All right. Well, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I won't keep you. I know there's plenty of other people that have important questions. I appreciate you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. Janet, how did you hear about us?
Actually, Facebook.
Okay.
I was looking through Facebook, and there was somebody on there, and then I just saw in the little writing this phone number, and I just kept dialing and dialing and dialing. It was busy, 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 and then finally, lo and behold, it rang.
Oh, well, thank you, God. And if you enjoyed this experience, then pop on the Facebook page of SarahSpiritual and give me a shout-out and tell us a recommendation, how you liked the experience, so we can share the love and share the energy of connectivity.
I absolutely will.
All right. Thank you so much, honey. God bless you. And congratulations. You are a hero. Good job.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
All right. Bye-bye.
888-565-1470. That's the number to call. Let's go pop onto Facebook and see what's going on Facebook. I need to see who's got what happening here in the Facebook land. Thank you, everyone who's following Facebook. And you get a chance, share the page. Let's see who's going to connect with us next here. And if you want to learn more about my work, go to SarahSpiritual.com. And I would love to have a personal session with you. If there's something specific you want to talk about and you need a little bit more time than just a little radio quickie here, then we would love to have you connect on my page for a general reading, or perhaps you want to talk to your angels and spirit guides. Maybe, just maybe, you need some energetic rejuvenation. Or what about that soul? You want to know where your soul's meant to journey? Maybe we want to go back into a past life. Well, we've got a little bit of everything there for you, so I would love to see you and meet you at my Expedito Enlightenment Center in West Palm, or let's do a phone or Skype session. We've got Brittany Amber. Brittany Amber was clamoring earlier in the Facebook feed, am I in the queue? Am I in the queue? Expedito Enlightenment Center. I'm like, you got to talk to Freddie, my producer, because he's the one who's lining up these questions. So everyone's got to email Freddie and ask him, where's my question? So wondering who's around me and if we have any messages. Meditating the other night, I felt someone push my shoulder back and my heart felt tingly. It was very, very strong. So let me take a look for you, Brittany Amber, and see what is going on here. First thing I'm made aware of is there's a strong connection for you with Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael is very much with you. Guardian Angel is with you, but you've got a very strong Indian spirit guide. Have you been talking to your Indian spirit guide? Because that's the energy that I feel was present for you at that night that you were doing your meditation. Perhaps there was a ceremony or something that you did or something that connected you and grounded you to Mother Earth. This is something that I feel is really important for you to have that energy of Mother Earth always around you, Brittany Amber, so that you will feel grounded to your energy of your spirit guide, who is an Indian spirit guide. So thank you, Brittany Amber, for your Facebook question. I feel like you've made a lot of progress. I know you've been following us on Facebook, and I'm really grateful for that. Thank you so much. Who else do we have here on Facebook? All right, and we got that one already, so we'll go to another one. Francis Porta. Hello, thank you for all I do. So thank you very much for thanking me. What do I see for your health and your personal and professional life? Well, you see, what I do see for you, Francis, is that at this time, this is a time of expansion for you. So career should be expanding, and there should be some transition coming for you. So additional money, Francis, and expansion in career. And your son, I know that you're feeling worried about him, but your son is feeling very disconnected, and he's really trying to get into his personal groove. I feel him a little removed and disconnected. So we might want to see if he can talk to someone. He's in a transition because he's at his next juncture in life where he doesn't know what's next for him as he goes from a young man getting closer to adulthood. So this is a tough time for him, so we want to give him that support that he does need. And I kind of feel like he doesn't always blend in with everybody else. He's kind of a unique kind of kid, and that kind of makes it hard for him as well. But I know that you're going to make all the right choices, my dear, and I feel expansion in the professional career. Thank you, Francis Porta, for your Facebook question. We're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors, and then when we come back, I've got to go to the phone lines at 888-565-1470. We can go to California, we can go to New York, we can go to Fort Lauderdale, we can go anywhere we want. Just pick up the phone, and I would love to hear from you. Stay with us. Don't go away, because we're going to be right back.
Have we met before? I've been standing in.
Would you like answers to life's questions? Then join me, Sarah Spiritual, every Wednesday evening from 5 to 8 p.m. for Spiritually Speaking with Sarah right here on 95.3 The Talk, WNN 1470 AM. See you there.
For the most extensive multicultural array of spiritual products, classes, and healing services in a comfortable and convenient setting, you must visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza in West Palm Beach. There you'll find the products, services, and spiritual development classes to help you bridge the gap between you and your spiritual connection. Arrange for your own personal spiritual reading with SarahSpiritual for spiritual insight. The Expedito Enlightenment Center is located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Habitat Plaza, West Palm Beach. Call them at 561-682-0955 or online at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com. For yourself or for a thoughtful gift, there's no better place to visit than the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza, Okeechobee Boulevard, West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955 or visit them on the web at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com.
Interested in relieving tension, reducing stress, and revitalizing your energy? Call reflexologist Isabel Prado at 561-682-0954 to book your session. Reflexology of the hands, face, and ears improves circulation, the functioning of the nervous system, reduces fine lines and wrinkles, and leads to a glowing complexion. Experience what reflexology can do for you today. Contact Isabel Prado at 561-682-0954.
You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with SarahSpiritual and be in the energy of light. Call SarahSpiritual now, toll-free worldwide. 1-888-565-1470. 1-888-565-1470. Just ask your questions or message SarahSpiritual live on Periscope and Facebook.
before. I've been standing in the room before I walk through the door. Do you know me? Have you heard me? Have you seen me? Do you know my voice? Did you call me with your soul?
And we are back here live on WWNN 1470 AM and 95.3 FM. And I've got to go to California. I've got Marlena on the line. Marlena, how are you?
Hi, Sarah. How are you today?
I'm doing great. And we've dialed up the line, and we've got God and the angels on the line. What would you like to say to God tonight?
I would like to say thank you, God, for all the blessings that you've given me throughout my life, and especially the last couple of weeks. I've always stood strong in my faith, no matter what I've gone through, and I believe that God indeed rewarded me for that.
A lot of changes happening around you, and you kind of were the bounce-back kid, yes?
Yes, you told me a couple of weeks ago when I was talking to you on your live that my husband and I would get out of the hotel and we would find a place in the nick of time.
Oof.
Well, we did find a place. A day before we had to be out of the hotel, we signed our lease and we moved into a beautiful condo in Murphy's, California.
Wow.
So we're extremely happy. The only question I have that is weighing on my mind right now is, are we going to be able to maintain the very expensive rent that we are paying right now?
Well, if you got yourself there, you're going to be able to sustain it. If you put that fear in it, we're going to shift the consciousness, yes?
Yeah.
So with the same faith that in the nick of time, it's going to all stay just fine. Okay?
Okay.
And we work and do what we need to do outside the bounds of what we've done before to know that we can open up some different portals of energy to allow abundance to flow to you in more than just one way, and see what assistance you can get, see what things are out there to help you with some of the other expenses that you have that you might qualify for, to lessen some of the financial outlay so that we are always sure we have more than enough to cover our rent.
Right. I'm extremely happy, with this place. I know that we do have my son and grandson living with us, and unfortunately I would rather us live alone, but because they have nowhere to go, they're here with me, and it's kind of a tense situation, but I know that I'm doing the right thing where my grandson and my son are concerned.
Yes, and you're doing the right thing for this moment, yes?
Yes.
And then as your son gets himself together and he gets more on his feet, then he can be able to tend to himself and his son. You can do anything for a little bit of time, as you know.
Mm-hmm.
And then because he is working on getting his feet, you make him responsible for assisting you in the overhead of this magnificent new place that was a gift from God on a silver platter in the nick of time.
Yes.
I think God must be from Missouri, the show me state.
I'm from Missouri. Actually, Sarah, I was born in California, but I was raised in Missouri, so I always say, show me.
Well, there you go. God showed you.
He sure did.
All right. So, and I remember those conversations in the live feed. Well, are we going to be okay? What do you think's going to happen? And I just kept feeling this, even though if I fed into the story of what was unfolding around you, and I was like, oh, yeah, that's a little sticky over there. I couldn't feed into that, right? I had to follow the prompting that said, no, she's going to be fine. So I say what they give me.
Right.
And you're fine. And yes, you will continue to be fine. And I actually see that you're going to start to do a little something that's going to generate a little extra money too. There are things that you can do connected to online and things that will kind of help you and keep you a little bit more on float and follow all the rules and regulations associated with everything that is going on with you financially. So there's plenty of help coming your way.
Wonderful, wonderful. Now I just need to work on myself.
Absolutely. It's you time. All right, my dear?
Thank you so much, Sarah, for your time, and much love and light, and thank you for everything you do for me and everyone else.
You're welcome, honey. God bless you.
Thank you. You too.
Bye. I just love when miracles happen, don't you? It's just such a wonderful feeling when we know a miracle can happen. And miracles happen every day. We're going to go to Fort Lauderdale. I've got Jerry on the line. Let's see what's going on with Jerry. Jerry, how are you tonight?
How are you?
I'm doing great, Jerry, and how can I assist you? What would you like to say to God, first and foremost?
I say, God, I thank you to St. Jude, Jesus, Mother Mary, and God. They all help me all the time.
Well, sounds like you've got some strong people with you.
Hey, believe it, cover the bed.
Absolutely.
I'm curious about my lady and me.
Okay. What's the question?
Are we gonna work it out, or are we gonna be all right?
What do you know her birthday off the top of your head, Jerry? This is a test too, because you should know your girl's birthday.
May 28th, 63.
Okay. Seems to be some miscommunication, misunderstanding, a little falling out going on here. Yes.
No, not really. It's just I'm not quite sure whether she's all me or not.
Well, see, I don't see you on the same page. I don't see we're on the same page right now.
Really?
I feel like there's a little disconnect going on right now. So I feel like somebody said something that didn't sit right. So you might want to talk to her and see. Maybe something's, ruffled her feathers. She can get a little sensitive,
Yeah.
Right?
You can definitely. Those Geminis.
Yeah, I kind of know them. Yeah, I kind of know them pretty well, actually. Yeah, that you're talking to one, so just watch it there. Watch what you say about a Gemini. Yes, indeed.
First thing she said to me when we met her, she said, "I'm a Gemini, and I really am."
Well, good for her. Well, she really probably is, but isn't really, because she's on the cusp of all that. I'm a few days after her. So, just let her be. She has to go through her paces, but I feel like she's got her, her bee in a bonnet for something. So we just have to kind of see if we can just kind of build a better connection. I don't feel like the connection is as strong as I'd like to see it for a relationship that stands the test of time. And this is something that you've been feeling out of sorts or off-put in this relationship now for the past 4 months, yes?
Yeah, for a while. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, we got to trust our gut. We got to trust our feeling, and we need to kind of, make that connection and ask those questions.
Okay.
Right.
How about my health?
Well, you've been pretty strong most of the time, but I feel like we're kind of battling some imbalances in the blood and the sugar and the energy, yes?
Yeah, I have very poor energy. I mean, I can hardly move around.
Yeah. But we have to check the blood. You have to check the vitamins, the levels. I'm not a doctor, but check your sugar, check your pressure, check your minerals, and make sure the B vitamins are there, because I just feel like there's a lax there. So something's not as strong as it needs to be. So just kind of give a check of that. Maybe we need some iron. Again, not a doctor, not giving you any advice, just saying check. Talk to someone who would know.
Yeah, I do. I take a lot of vitamins.
Okay. Well, anyway, maybe you want to make sure you're absorbing those vitamins and we're taking the right ones. All right, Jerry?
Can I get one quick one? Another one quick one?
Quick.
How about my son? What do I see with my son?
Can I have a birthday for him, please?
Oh, May 17th. He's 56. It'll be the same year, 53.
63, right? 63. Okay.
Could be 52 or 53. I never remember how old he is.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm terrible on birthdays.
Okay. So the first thing that I'm made aware of here is this is a year for him to step into some personal power. Sometimes he can be his worst enemy. He kind of gets himself out of sorts within himself. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel transition and change coming for him. Something financial. I feel like he needs to move up on a level in finances to be a little better off.
How about his health? He's got so many health problems.
And And then something's going on with his heart. He's having a problem with his heart. Did he have a problem with his heart?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. The ejection factor is 12.
Okay. So the heart is out of whack here. We have heart.
Yeah.
Okay, because they
That
tell me
means
the heart.
Walking Dead man.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they make me aware of that. So again, so he's got to do what the doctors tell him, because when I look at that energy, Jerry, it's something that, you know, is like a ticking time bomb, right? So he has to do what he needs to do to take care of himself, because, you know, that he's been given the information to empower himself. All right, my dear?
I got it.
All right. Thank you
very
so much. Thank you for following the show. I greatly appreciate it. And take good care of your Gemini, okay?
I'm trying, honey. I don't believe me when I'm saying I'm trying.
All right.
I'm crazy. I'm crazy about this woman.
All right, then. So then just, you know, show up at her doorstep and say, 'cause you're my lady. Right? What are you going to do, right?
Yeah, you know what I call her? I call her love song.
All right. Well, go sing her a love song.
Yeah, because every love song that's ever written is about her.
Well, there you go. All right, Jerry, we'll start singing. Okay. You're going to need to sing us a couple of tunes here to kind of bring her back your way. All right, Jerry, God bless you and keep us posted. Bye.
Okay. Oh, yeah, when I was saying thank you to all the saints and everybody, I forgot to say thank you for Sarah.
Oh, thank you, honey. God bless you. Bye.
Okay, you too. Thank you, hon. Bye.
888-565-1470. We're going to take calls right here across the nation between now and 8 p.m. So if you want to have your question answered or have a word with God, it's a perfect time to pick up the phone at 888-565-1470. I'm going to go to Jewel. Jewel is in California. Jewel, how are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing great, Jewel. And how can I assist you tonight? What would you like to say to God?
Well, gosh, thank you, God. I'm so grateful for everything that I have this power within me, and it's about energy, and it's what a gift.
What a gift.
Amazing.
Yeah.
It's beautiful, and I'm grateful. So I think I've brought to my life some new challenges just to be able to create those miracles that you were just talking about.
Oh, great. What did you think of next? Let's see what happened. So, you know, Jewel, the first thing I do see, though, is I see expansion, but I also see that I want to take you back to December of last year. Now, I know prior to that, you also had a rough year last year as well, because you were affected by, was it the fires? Yes, you were affected by the fires last year. So that kind of uprooted you and made you move. But when I take you into December, it seems we started to feel like we're on top of the world, and then things started to get a little bit uncomfortable. Does that make sense to you?
Yep.
Okay. And they give me the word uncomfortable because it makes me feel like we're dealing with people or circumstances, situations. So what did you attract, and how can I assist you?
So I did attract that I need to move again, and I was kind of expecting that I would be able to make the decision when I was ready to go and find the place, and I want to share a place. I haven't figured out who I'd share that with, but I've got till May 1st, and it's challenging to maintain the attitude of abundance in this environment sometimes, and also just because of I had just right before I was given notice, I also made a major commitment that I felt really good about and invested in myself to do a coaching certificate program, and made this investment, and then I got 2 days later, time to go. And so I just feel like I've got questions around my finances and where I'm going to go and who I'm going to go with. I just feel it's been interesting.
Yes. It's interesting.
Got any insights?
I do. And when I look at that, you definitely move forward in the direction of something that was going to be of assistance to you for the greater good, for the greater scheme of the picture.
Yes.
So to lose oneself in the illusion of uncertainty is only going to derail you. When I move you into this month of April and I spin you through the next 10 days, I feel like you know someone who knows someone who's going to give you an idea of where you can go, even if it's, okay, we don't want to move twice, but even if it's a stopping point for now, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I feel as if this is all going to work out, and I actually feel, even though you were given notice, I don't know if it's just as set in stone as it's sounding.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's coming from whence it comes. So I think that if we find something and we need a little wiggle room, you just might be able to get that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, with the same ease you released, open up the other hand so something else can come in.
Mm-hmm.
And something else will come. So in the moment of now, you're abundant beyond measure, and money flows to you with ease and grace. And in this moment, something unexpected yet anticipated in your knowing is right around the corner, and you are receptive to it.
Mm-hmm.
You are receptive to it.
Yes.
Okay? Fear has no place in this equation.
Yeah.
And it's not a challenge. It's just, in order for you to benefit from the coaching, in order for you to grow your business, in order for you to navigate the changes of your spirit, we need a better environment. And that was not it.
Right. And I knew that. I just wasn't ready to...
Oh, but you were. You just didn't want to admit it. So here you go. Out you go.
Okay.
So, I heard the universe is from Missouri. They're the show me universe. They're going to show you. This is where you go. And so you just move. And there had to have not been anything more scary than going through those fires and not being able to go back and have a place to live. And so this is child's play for you.
Uh-huh. Yes.
I know we're a little tired of this movement.
Yeah,
but you
I
are
feel-
part gypsy. Now, I have to ask you something that since I heard your voice, they were making me aware of something. Is there some new idea or music or instrument or something that you're toying around with, please?
Yeah, there is.
There
And
is.
Yeah. I want to be able to... I feel so unsettled, though. I mean, I really need to get my roots in and get my things out of storage and be able to do my work.
Well, that's coming. That's all coming. Because they show it to me, okay? And that's like your next rocket ship to the galaxy. So navigate this little valley. Spaceship's going to pick you up on the mountaintop, and you're going to be good.
That's good.
Okay? All right, Jewel. Thank you. As always, pleasure. Thank you so much for calling into the show and following the show. I greatly appreciate it.
Okay. I love you.
Love you, too. God bless you. All right.
You too.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
888-565-1470. Let's take a question from Facebook. Let's see who we have on Facebook. Oh, yes, indeed. Isabel Dobson. Hi, Sarah. Good evening from the UK. Are you still up, Isabel? Are you still watching the show? I hope you didn't fall asleep. Let's see. She is, I have to go to medical. Can you tell me, will it go in my favor? Loads of forms to fill out. Yes, she is working to get some paperwork documented so that she can get some approval. And I do feel as long as we include all the documentation, you're going to have to check and double check. You've got to be like Santa Claus, making a list and checking it twice. And we got to make sure all the papers are there so you are marked as nice. No naughty here. We can't forget anything. There's supposed to be favorable results for you, Isabel. I know that this is something that is going to be sealed off for you, and you are meant to have everything that you're requesting. It's just a very rigorous, bureaucratic experience. So make sure you cross your T's, dot your I's, my dear, so that you can have all the paperwork end in your favor. We're going to take one more question from Facebook before we go to commercial, and let's see who we have here. Okay, Miriam Fig. Miriam Fig, she would love a message tonight. Miriam, I see around you some beautiful energy of music. I see a lot of healing energy, fairy energy around you, working with you to transform you. And Miriam, I feel as if your energy is meant to be in the energy of nature, to almost be like some free spirit hanging out in the jungle and having a great time. Animals very well respond to you, and you are kind of like an intuitive for animals. thank you very much, Miriam Fig, for your Facebook question. We're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors, and then when we come back, we're going to go right back to the phone lines at 888-565-1470. Stay with us, everyone. Do not go away, because you know we're going to be right back.
Shines down upon me, and there's a light that brightens up my day. There's a light.
'Stay tuned for more Spiritually Speaking with Sarah coming up right after the break. Continue the conversation with SarahSpiritual on Facebook and Periscope. The phone lines are open, 1-888-565-1470. That's 1-888-565-1470.
1470 AM and 95.3 FM. Download the new WNN app to your phone from your app store and never miss a Talk 1470 AM, 95.3 FM minute. Talk 1470 is WWNN Pompano Beach and 95.3 FM, W237BD Boca Raton, the Health and Wealth Radio Network.
Gallbladder problems, gingivitis, a bad back, indigestion, fatigue, low libido, not sleeping well, need to lose weight. Just some of the topics you'll hear about. Hi, I'm Dr. Bob Martin. Join me Sunday mornings at 10 on Talk 1470 WNN.
Every day,
every hour,
every minute,
every second
is an opportunity to change your life. If you or a loved one has a gambling problem, don't waste time to get the help you need. Call the 24-hour confidential problem gambling helpline at 888-ADMIT-IT. That's 888-ADMIT-IT. Your hope for a new tomorrow. All services are free to Florida residents, including treatment.
This message is sponsored by the Florida Council on Compulsive Gambling, the Florida Association of Broadcasters, and this radio station.
Talk health, talk wealth, talk politics, talk 1470 and 95.3 FM, WNN.
For the most extensive multicultural array of spiritual products, classes, and healing services in a comfortable and convenient setting, you must visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza in West Palm Beach. There you'll find the products, services, and spiritual development classes to help you bridge the gap between you and your spiritual connection. Arrange for your own personal spiritual reading with SarahSpiritual for spiritual insight. The Expedito Enlightenment Center is located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Habitat Plaza, West Palm Beach. Call them at 561-682-0955 or online at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com. For yourself or for a thoughtful gift, there's no better place to visit than the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza, Okeechobee Boulevard, West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955 or visit them on the web at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com.
Would you like answers to life's questions? Then join me, Sarah Spiritual, every Wednesday evening from 5 to 8 p.m. for Spiritually Speaking with Sarah right here on 95.3 The Talk, WNN 1470 AM. See you there.
The opinions expressed on the following sponsored program are strictly those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
Welcome back to the third hour of Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, as we continue our uplifting and empowering spiritual discussions to transform your life. A gifted spiritual advisor, coach, and medium, SarahSpiritual will assist you to connect to the light within and transcend beyond the limits of all possible experience and knowledge. Spiritually Speaking with Sarah is presented by the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Tree of Life Plaza in West Palm Beach. For the next hour, listen, call in, and watch Sarah Spiritual live on Periscope and Facebook, and share love and light.
We are back here live on WWNN 1470 AM and 95.3 FM. And we are so excited. This is our 482nd live show, talking to all of you all across the nation. And we're approaching our 10-year anniversary of just being with us. Just us, just vibing, just connecting. And I'm so grateful for you. And I'm really glad to be able to answer your questions here live every Wednesday from 5 to 8 p.m. And we're going to go right back to the phone lines at 888-565-1470. We got calls all across the nation. And I've got to go to Plant City. I've got Lillian on the line. Lillian, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great, Lillian. So we have some questions for me, yes?
I do, yes.
All right. What would you like to say to God? Before we even get into the questions, what would you like to say to God?
I would just like to thank him for helping me through, like, my hardest times and, like, leading me through the path that I need.
And now you're on a stronger path, but we're still navigating a few bumps in the road right now, yes?
Right.
Yes. I see a lot of changes coming for you. You're getting ready to make some changes. I'm feeling like we're kind of closing out some doors, closing out some energy. Kind of a time of transition for you and trying to decide what's going to work, what's not going to work, what's going to be on track, what's not going to be on track. We're really trying to narrow what's working. So what is your question? What area would you like me to go into for you?
So my dad passed away when I was 3 years old, so I was just wondering if there's any messages that, like, from him.
Let me check into that and see if I make that connection for you, sweetheart. So the first thing that I'm made aware of here is that when I go into this energy, there's no real memory that stays with you that's from your father that you recall, but you have the pictures that you use to make that connection. Is that correct? Okay. And I'm made aware that there's a anniversary birthday coming up soon for someone very close to you in the family, but I really want to place it with him. There's a birthday coming up for him, please.
November 22nd.
Okay. Nope, that's not it. I'm going to move that back here because there's a birthday anniversary coming up for someone connected to the family or connected to him. So I'm going to leave that with you. Father's energy has been with you for a long time, and you feel him in the dream state. You feel his energy, but you just miss the connection, yes? Okay. So what is your question, Lillian, about that? Because I'm not making a strong connection with Dad, but I know there's a birthday anniversary, maybe something I place with your mother or something. There's something connected to family, birthday anniversary, something coming up because they keep making me feel like there's something connecting family together. In this next, we're in the month of April. I'm going to place you in the month of May. Really want to place it in the month of May.
My mom's wedding anniversary is in May.
Okay, birthday anniversary. Thank you for that because it's just how I get that connection. So I just want to leave that with you. You are getting ready to make some changes in the personal life, in the school, and the finances of business and work. Yes, we're kind of navigating everything right now. Is that true?
Right.
Okay. And I see you moving up into a new position for work very soon. I'm seeing money around you, my dear. So there's some increase coming for you. You're looking for a higher position at this moment, please? Because that's where I place it.
I'm actually trying to get a better paying job in a hospital.
Okay. I see a higher position. I see more money coming to you. So this is how I see it coming for you. And this is something that's going to come on or around the month of June, my dear. Okay?
Okay.
All right. How did you hear about the show, Lillian?
I heard it through a friend I work with.
Okay. Well, thank your friend. I'm grateful to have you a part of our experience. And join our community, and I'd love to hear from you again, my dear.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. God bless you. Bye. 888-565-1470. We're going to go right back to the phone lines, and I'm going to go to Cheryl. And Cheryl is in Deerfield. Cheryl, how are you tonight? Do we have Cheryl, or did we lose Cheryl? Hi, Cheryl. You're on live with Sarah Spiritual. Cheryl? Okay. Well, let's just see here. We're going to just move on down here, and we'll take a question from Facebook. In the meantime, let's see if we can get Cheryl back on the line. 888-565-1470. And we have Terry Poindexter. Thank you, Sherry. Love to get a message tonight. She's very grateful. Thank you in advance. And we're going to take a look here. We're asking about a daughter, and let's see. First thing I see about your daughter's been going through some changes in relationships and connections with people. The way I place your daughter's feeling this energy of not feeling connected to a partner in primary love and relationship here. So I'm feeling like daughter has to work on a selection of people in her immediate circle. I also see around you, my dear, that this is a very important time for you to expand and create more opportunities. There's expansion that comes to you in the financial arena, but I also see expansion of the consciousness and awareness. There's a strong spiritual connection that is working through you. And I have this wonderful sensitivity. You're an empath. You're very connected to people. You kind of feel what people are going through. Your daughter is really looking to have a little bit more connectivity with the right partner and a right connection and relationship. So thank you so much, Terry Poindexter, for your Facebook question. And now we're going to see if we can get Cheryl back on the line. Cheryl is in Deerfield. Let's see if we've got Cheryl clearly on the phone lines. Cheryl, how are you? Hi, Cheryl. All right, so we're going to just let that line go, and we'll see if we can pick Cheryl up next. Okay, so let's go back to the phone lines. I'm going to go to Carmelo. Carmelo is in Orlando. Carmelo, how are you tonight?
Oh, not too bad. And yourself?
I'm doing great, Carmelo. And how can we assist you tonight?
Well, my sister referred me to you, so I'd like to know, will my finance improve or get worse?
Well, we don't even want to focus on it getting worse, right? But the first thing that I'm made aware of here is that this year is a year that we're closing out a lot of things that work in your favor, because it's time for you to close out things that have been slowing you down, stopping you. So we've got to step into a place where we have new opportunities, new movement here. And I feel as if we're in a place of limit and kind of strolling through things, like we're not stretching things enough. And then I get the sense that we need to move into another opportunity for work, another opportunity for abundance, because I feel like where we are is not enough. Does that make sense to you, Carmelo? And when I move you into this energy, I take you into the 7th month, is the month of July, so it's about a month before your birthday. I feel as if there's an opportunity for you to do an investment, a connection, some agreement with someone, something that can lend you some additional money, something that will bring you additional money. So it's actually an opening, an opportunity for advancement. I feel as if this is a year where we close things out that do not work for us and do not serve us anymore. And it's a time for you to really reconnect with a better work environment. Does that make sense for you?
Yes.
Okay. You're looking to change something in your work environment right now, please?
Yes.
Okay. So I see the finances can increase for you. We have some choices to make as I move you forward, and I'll take you to July. Then things start to open up. And Spirit is also talking about some type of investment. So when you get a moment, take a look at what you can collaborate with someone for investment purposes. All right, Carmelo? Who's your sister? Who referred you to me?
My sister.
Okay. Well, thank your sister for me, all right? God bless you. Bye. 888-565-1470. We're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors, and then when we come back, I think we might just have Cheryl back on the line. So Let's see what happens when we come back. Stay with us, everyone. Do not go away, because you know we're going to be right back. Would you like answers to life's questions? Then join me, Sarah Spiritual, every Wednesday evening from 5 to 8 p.m. for Spiritually Speaking with Sarah right here on 95.3 The Talk, WNN 1470 AM. See you there.
For the most extensive multicultural array of spiritual products, classes, and healing services in a comfortable and convenient setting, you must visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza in West Palm Beach. There you'll find the products, services, and spiritual development classes to help you bridge the gap between you and your spiritual connection. Arrange for your own personal spiritual reading with SarahSpiritual for spiritual insight. The Expedito Enlightenment Center is located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Habitat Plaza, West Palm Beach. Call them at 561-682-0955 or online at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com. For yourself or for a thoughtful gift, there's no better place to visit than the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza, Okeechobee Boulevard, West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955 or visit them on the web at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com.
Interested in relieving tension, reducing stress, and revitalizing your energy? Call reflexologist Isabel Prado at 561-682-0954 to book your session. Reflexology of the hands, face, and ears improves circulation, the functioning of the nervous system, reduces fine lines and wrinkles, and leads to a glowing complexion. Experience what reflexology can do for you today. Contact Isabel Prado at 561-682-0954.
You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with SarahSpiritual and be in the energy of light. Call SarahSpiritual now, toll-free worldwide. 1-888-565-1470. 1-888-565-1470. Just ask your questions or message SarahSpiritual live on Periscope and Facebook.
Back here live on WWNN 1470 AM and 95.3 FM. And let's see one more time. Let's see if I can get Cheryl on the line. Cheryl is in Deerfield Beach. Cheryl, how are you?
Hi, Sarah. I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing great, Cheryl. And we are dialing up the heavens and talking to God. And what would you like to say to God?
I would like to say to God, thank you so much for all that you've given me, my family, my health, and all the abundance that I have in my life. But there's something missing. I have a void.
Yes.
And I need some direction. My husband and I are not doing well. And I'm thinking about purchasing a house, which is right next door to us, but it's been a battle. I'm really not sure which direction to go in. And I need some direction from you, Sarah.
Okay.
Please.
Absolutely. So the first thing that I'm made aware of here is that this is a year of family and connections, and this is a really important time to get those connections with family straight, right? What is your husband's birthday, please?
March 28, 1949.
Okay. So here I see this energy of a bit of a disconnect, and the reason why I say that is that both of you can tend to be very stubborn, and we're kind of like hitting each other in the head. This makes sense to you?
Yes.
Okay.
Very much.
But he's never wrong. Did you know that? Did you get the memo? He's never wrong.
He's very headstrong. He's an Aries.
Okay, but he's also a little crotchety these days, yes? So it doesn't take much to get him to feel out of sorts, all right? And I'm feeling like you're both not in 100% health, yes? So we're not at our personal best right now, yes?
Yes, that's true.
And when I hold this energy and I circle this energy around you, the other thing they make me aware of is that he's not happy. He's not happy with where life took him to this point. This isn't how he thought life was going to be. And why do they keep making me touch my legs? Because my legs are bothering me. Is he having problems with his legs or movement here, please?
Yes, that's very true, yes.
Okay. Because I'm feeling that my legs are hurting. I'm feeling out of sorts. I'm just not feeling like I'm strong anymore. And this is playing a game in his mind. And I also feel like if I go to his mind, I'm not a doctor, I'm not diagnosing, but I actually feel like, is he having restless nights or trouble sleeping and not waking up and just not being himself? Yes. Have we had him tested? Have we had the brain checked, please?
Not the brain, but I know that his circulation is poor, and he's had some problems with blood clots in the past.
Okay.
And he's not feeling well. He walks, he limps around quite a bit. He looks decrepit. He just turned 70, and he sleeps a lot. He gets up and then he goes to bed and he sleeps a lot. And I'm very concerned about that. But he's also very agitated, and we really don't have a very healthy relationship. He's very irritable.
He is. That's why I said he was a little crotchety. But I also feel some of it is from health. And sometimes, I'm not a doctor, so I cannot make a diagnosis, but I can point you in a direction that Spirit says, hey, check this out. And Spirit says, what if we do a brain scan? What if something's a little bit out of sorts? What if we can kind of balance out something? And some of it could be reactory from the medicine. Again, I'm not a doctor. But what I will tell you is this, that I feel like he's not himself. And for you to move next door, you have to make sure it's the right move and a move that you can live with if that's where you want to be. Yes? And I don't feel like we're sold on that yet. I don't feel like that's the definite move for you yet. And then when you first connected and you started to talk, Spirit's like, well, I guess he could live in one house and she can live in the other. And if they don't want to talk, they could lock their doors. But it was a joke, you see, because obviously we're not going to have two houses.
That's true. Well, we're renting, and then we wanted to buy, and the house next door is available, and we haven't spoken to the owner yet. He's in Brazil. Okay. But it might be an opportunity for us. And my husband wants so much to live on the water like we are now, but our rent is so high, and it's going to go up. That's why we were thinking about buying.
Okay. So have the conversation, have that flow of energy, and if that's what will make you happy, then allow it to be. And if it's meant to be, it'll fall into place. I do feel that this is a very important year for all these connections to kind of come together. It's like they show me wheels of a spoke and everything's kind of fitting into each other. So that's how I see it for you. It's a really important time. As far as your husband, we have to monitor the health, keep an eye on that. And when you make this choice, as you look at it, we want to be sure that it's something that you are happy with so that you're comfortable there as well.
That's absolutely true. Okay. I don't feel healthy, though.
I know.
Have to say, Sarah, do you see anything for me? I feel very tired, very weak, and I feel overwhelmed. Does my health look all right to you?
Yeah, you're tired. I'm not a doctor, but I will tell you this, that I feel like levels are off to you. When I look at your vitamin levels, your mineral levels, Cheryl, I have a woman who works at my center now. She does some type of testing. That's like a machine that scans and tells you everything that's out of balance. Sometimes we think we're putting the right foods in our body, and it's not. I feel like you need like a little rehaul and someone to kind of guide you to some of the things that you can do to make a difference for your health.
Wonderful.
I think that might be a good thing, and if you can take a ride on up to West Palm Beach, I'd love to set you up with an appointment with her.
I would love to do that. I think that's what I need.
I think that's what you need. I know she's going to be at my center tomorrow, but I don't know what you're doing, but not, we'll get you scheduled.
I work a lot. I work at the hospital a lot, so my time is limited, but if I have a day off, I would love to come up.
Absolutely. So, Cheryl, what I'm going to do, I think we have some information for you, yes? I will make that connection between you and this lovely woman, Kim, and I'll let you two work on it, okay?
Thank you so very much,
You're
Sarah.
welcome.
I feel much better talking to you. I really appreciate it.
Good. It'll all work out, honey. And maybe, who knows, maybe this woman, Kim, will have some suggestions for your husband as well. All right?
Do you think also, one more thing, do you think that I'm going to buy a house soon?
Do you think you're going to buy a house soon?
I think that we're working on it, and I think that it's possible.
Okay. So then all things are possible in the light of God.
Right.
Okay? So if you can see it and you can feel it and you can see yourself living in there, then that's the only vision I want you to have. Then that's the energy that will create that.
Absolutely, you're right.
All right?
That's happened to me many times before, that inner energy and that what's the word I'm trying to look for?
Manifestation,
the drive.
law of attraction, my dear. Law of attraction.
Thank you. You're right.
All right.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. God bless you.
I appreciate it.
All right. We'll be in touch.
God bless you,
All right.
too.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye. 888-565-1470. We got to go up to Pennsylvania. I've got Brianna on the line. Brianna, how are you?
Hey, Sarah, what's going on?
I'm doing great, thank you. And we've got God on the line and a few angels. What would you like to say to them?
I always thank them. I always thank God and the angels for always looking out for me and watching and protecting me and giving literally everything I ever need, and just blessing me with abundance and giving me a new beginning. And just, I don't know, I'm just really blessed and grateful. So thank you. Thank you, God, and thank you, angels, for having my back and loving me unconditionally, because I love you guys.
Great. How can I assist you?
I was just wondering if there's any insight on the unfoldment of my career and in psychology and in love.
Well, love seems a little bumpy, yes?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're in and out, in and out, in and out, up and down, round and round we go. Where we stop, nobody knows, yes?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Let it play out. Let it unfold. Feeling an energy of another potential partner coming in, so just let this unfold and let everything happen as it will, okay?
Yeah, that's what I'm too. I've been feeling guided to do.
Yeah, just let it be. It was a necessary connection. I just don't know if it's the connection that can stand the test of time, yes?
Right.
Okay. So question in the psychology department. So we are embarking upon this study now. Is this true, yes?
Yeah, I've been going to college for a while now, Florida City, though.
Okay. So I see books. So we are getting ready for something soon. Is there a report or a presentation or something we have to do for a report or something? Because I see a lot of books and a lot of papers.
Oh, gosh, yeah. Yeah, I have to do a presentation, like a public speaking thing, and then use the PowerPoint. And it's based on my essay for eating disorders.
Okay. So I see this. I feel that this is going to go well. I feel like it's going to be a good feather in your cap. Spirit says, be sure you stay on topic, not to digress. Do you tend to do that, Brianna?
You know that, Sarah.
I'm sorry, I couldn't resist. Spirit's like, yeah, tell her not to go sideways, Sarah. I'm like, okay, don't go sideways, Brianna. So when I look at this energy, the first thing that makes me aware of this whole picture is that this is a great field for you. And not only is it a great field, but you're learning a lot about yourself, and it's going to allow yourself to help, be of assistance to other people, to help other people, and help them spiritually. So this is a powerful time for you. Yes, it's going to be great for you.
All right, cool.
All right, thank you so much, Brianna, for calling and following the show. I greatly appreciate it.
I appreciate you too, Sarah.
Thank you. God bless you. Bye.
God bless you too.
Bye. 888-565-1470. We're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors. And then when we come back, we've got to go to Texas. We got to go to Miami. We got to go to Minnesota. We got to go all across the nation. So stay with us, everyone. Do not go away because, well, you know, we're going to be right back.
Do you know me? Do I know you?
For the most extensive multicultural array of spiritual products, classes, and healing services in a comfortable and convenient setting, you must visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza in West Palm Beach. There you'll find the products, services, and spiritual development classes to help you bridge the gap between you and your spiritual connection. Arrange for your own personal spiritual reading with SarahSpiritual for spiritual insight. The Expedito Enlightenment Center is located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Habitat Plaza, West Palm Beach. Call them at 561-682-0955 or online at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com. For yourself or for a thoughtful gift, there's no better place to visit than the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza, Okeechobee Boulevard, West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955 or visit them on the web at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com.
Would you like answers to life's questions? Then join me, Sarah Spiritual, every Wednesday evening from 5 to 8 p.m. for Spiritually Speaking with Sarah right here on 95.3 The Talk, WNN 1470 AM. See you there.
Interested in relieving tension, reducing stress, and revitalizing your energy? Call reflexologist Isabel Prado at 561-682-0954 to book your session. Reflexology of the hands, face, and ears improves circulation, the functioning of the nervous system, reduces fine lines and wrinkles, and leads to a glowing complexion. Experience what reflexology can do for you today. Contact Isabel Prado at 561-682-0954.
You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with Sarah Spiritual and be in the energy of light. Call Sarah Spiritual now, toll-free worldwide. 1-888-565-1470. 1-888-565-1470. Just ask your questions or message Sarah Spiritual live on Periscope and Facebook.
Back here live on WWNN 1470 AM and 95.3 FM, and we are connecting to all of you all across the nation. And I need to go to Alfred in El Paso. Alfred, how are you tonight?
Oh, good evening, Sarah. I'm doing good.
Good, Alfred. Good to hear that. We are dialing up the heavens, talking to God. What would you like to say to God?
I'd just like to thank God for all the blessings that I've received throughout my life.
And those are some mighty hefty blessings. But we're getting ready to make some changes in the life right now, yes? We're getting ready to kind of wind down some things and kind of lay some platforms for, well, the next half, yes?
That's correct.
Absolutely. What's your question for me, Alfred?
Well, my question is, Sarah, my mother recently passed away in February, and I just wanted to see if I didn't get a really chance to talk to her before she transitioned, but I just wanted to see if she had anything for me.
Okay, let me take a look, Alfred, and see if I make that connection for you. Just this past February, right? So sometimes it's a little close for me to make a connection here. Usually it takes a little time for them. It's kind of fresh. Let me see here. Alfred, was Mom in a facility or something? Was she like out of the house? Because I feel like she was in a different location or in a hospital when she passed, a facility, yes?
That's correct. She was in the hospital.
Okay. And I'm also... Okay. I'm getting the number 2. There's 2 people connected to her that were there with her at that time, or there's 2 people connected to her living? Yes, please. There's 2 people she's motioning to. Who is that, please?
Yeah. Okay. I think it was my younger brother was there. I think he was there. I'm not sure. Maybe my aunt. I'm not, because they were coming and going, but I'm pretty sure my younger brother was there.
Because she makes me feel like there's like 2 people there. And this is like in a different town or a different spot from where you are. Is that right, Alfred? Because I feel like you had to go through a lot to get to see her. Does that make any sense to you?
That's correct.
Okay. Because
I'm from Texas. They're from Philadelphia.
Oh, okay. No wonder it was difficult, because I feel like it's like difficult for you to get there to see her. Like we're different opposite ends of the spectrum here. So when I see that energy, the first thing she makes me aware of, she stayed longer than they thought she would. She lingered for a bit, yes? And when I go into the throat area here, in the throat, she couldn't swallow before she passed. She was having difficulty in her swallowing and her speech before she passed, yes? Because there's something bothering my throat right now, yes?
Yes, I think, she was a long-time smoker, and I think she has double pneumonia.
Okay.
But she was strong.
Okay. But she held on really strong, and she most certainly did, and she tried to stay for as long as she could. You're going to feel and be aware of her. You're going to feel a connection from her in the weeks, months to come. Something around Mother's Day. Something about Mother's Day seems important to her, too. Like, did we make a big fuss over her on Mother's Day or something? Because I feel like there's a big sense of happiness around Mother's Day for her.
Yes, I mean, that's when we all kind of at least came together.
So come together or celebrate her and celebrate her life in Mother's Day, because I'm feeling like there's this great connection. And I feel like there's still some things that have to be settled out and taken care of connected to her, please. Are they still sorting through some things as well, please?
Well, that's what I'm trying to do right now.
Yeah,
I'm just trying to bring a healing process within the family, because they all separated. I shoulda, coulda, woulda, woulda.
Yeah.
And
we're sorting through. And you know what, Alfred? She's pulling on my hand energetically. I feel like my ring, right? So I'm feeling like my ring. Was someone like looking for her ring or wanted her ring or something? Well, she's making me think of a ring here. So is there a ring of hers that was promised to someone, please? Are you aware?
Not that I know of, but I'll check.
Check and see, or there may be a sentimental ring that's connected to Mom here, because I'm made aware of a ring, okay? You will be able to kind of gather everyone together. Not everything's in order. That's another important thing for you to do. And just remind people that when Mother's Day comes, we need to celebrate Mom. And as she settles more and more, we'll be able to bridge a stronger connection for you in this time of, the mourning of your mom, okay?
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Alfred. Thank you for calling. How did you hear about the show?
Well, I out of nowhere I had a Facebook, but I belong to all these spiritual groups. So, and then I just had a posting that you were having this. I sent it to all my friends, and so I don't know if they're listening, but that's how I heard through Facebook.
Well, thank you, Alfred. Thank you for sharing the page, and be sure to connect with us on my SarahSpiritual page. This way, you'll always know when I'm going live, and you can follow our shows.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you. God bless you. Bye. 888-565-1470. And we need to go to Mary in Orlando. Mary, how are you tonight?
Hi, I'm great, Sarah. How are you?
I'm doing great, Mary. Navigating life you are, yes? Up and moving. Are you supposed to move here? Because I see some movement going on here. Someone in your family's moving, yes?
Yes, somebody in my family is moving.
Yeah, I see movement around you. So if it's not you, it's someone in your family. It's something that's going to be happening soon in a short time. It's just the first thing that popped in my head when I heard your voice. So I just had to share what they gave me. So, Mary, we are dialing up the heavens and talking to God. What would you like to say to God?
I would like to say thanks for all the blessing that He's blessing me and my family with.
Absolutely. Yes, and we got a lot of new exciting news going on there, yes?
Yes.
We do. So what is your question for me, Mary?
Well, one of my questions is, like, my daughter, her eyes and her lips keep swelling, and she doesn't know what's causing it. She's gone to the doctor, but they still haven't been able to tell her what's causing her eyes and her lips to swell.
Well, it is I'm not a doctor. So the way Spirit makes me feel is that there's something connected to some inflammation from an allergy. And I don't know that it's an external allergy. I feel as if it's an internal allergy. Did she go to someone who can test all that for her?
Well, she went to, she said a doctor did a test, but he wasn't able to tell her, like, what's causing it.
There should be a doctor who can run a test for her. And actually, Mary, perhaps the woman that I am having at my center can do a remote scan for her. She can send her a swab and we can see because I feel like there's an allergen in the physical body that is causing this swelling, all right? It's a reaction to something that she's exposed to on a regular basis or internally eating. There's something she's putting in her body. See, so there's something that's there. And if we're not in the right doctor of internal medicine that would assist her with that, we need to kind of seek something else. Because I also know that your daughter's had a lot of advancement and success in recent times, yes? And it's kind of strange that all of a sudden this has happened. Yes, this is the other piece of the puzzle we're looking at, yes?
Yes.
Yes, well, sometimes when we need eyes to see, we can't quite see everything that's around us, yes?
Yes, okay.
Okay. So let's see if we can put you in touch with someone who can perhaps give your daughter some recommendations. If not, she's going to have to seek other counsel with another doctor because I feel like they're sincerely missing something, and it just makes me feel like it's something that easily adjusted for her.
Okay. So, like, I could have her reach out to you to find out what doctor or get swabbed to the person you're telling me about?
Yes, exactly. And can I just ask you, did they test her thyroid, please? Because my spirit guides were taking me to thyroid.
I don't know if they did, but I can ask her.
Yeah, check that. Let's check that level too, okay? Sometimes things are out of whack and it throws everything out the window. Yes?
Correct.
All right, Mary. Well, it's so good to connect with you. Yes.
Yes, as far as myself, do you see anything change with my finance or health?
Finances, did you take on a financial, an opportunity to earn more finances? Did you take on something part-time or something you're considering? Because I see some work coming to you.
Considering, yes. I haven't done anything yet. I've been toying back and forth about starting like a home-based business, something I could work doing from home.
Right. Well, stop toying and start doing.
Okay.
Put the toys down, honey. It's time to get real.
Okay.
Opportunities are there for you to make more money. I see increase coming for you, but you have to get out of your head and get into action.
Okay.
And something wonderful can come for you. But because I do see you doing something part-time. I do. I see you're not meant to just sit there.
Gotcha.
All right. Health scans fairly well. I feel like we've been doing some more centering and some more balancing with ourselves, yes? Health-wise, we've been more aware of our physical body.
Yes.
And that's going to make a tremendous difference for you. All right. Thank you so much for tuning in and connecting with us. I greatly appreciate it, Mary.
You're welcome.
God bless
you, Sarah.
You're welcome. Good to hear from you. Bye.
Okay. Bye-bye.
888-565-1470. We're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors, and then when we come back, we're going to come right back to the phone lines.
Do you know me? Do I know you?
For the most most extensive multicultural array of spiritual products, classes, and healing services in a comfortable and convenient setting, you must visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza in West Palm Beach. There you'll find the products, services, and spiritual development classes to help you bridge the gap between you and your spiritual connection. Arrange for your own personal spiritual reading with SarahSpiritual for spiritual insight. The Expedito Enlightenment Center is located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Habitat Plaza, West Palm Beach. Call them at 561-682-0955 or online at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com. For yourself or for a thoughtful gift, there's no better place to visit than the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza, Okeechobee Boulevard, West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955 or visit them on the web at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com.
Would you like answers to life's questions? Then join me, Sarah Spiritual, every Wednesday evening from 5 to 8 p.m. for Spiritually Speaking with Sarah right here on 95.3 The Talk, WNN 1470 AM. See you there.
Interested in relieving tension, reducing stress, and revitalizing your energy? Call reflexologist Isabel Prado at 561-682-0954 to book your session. Reflexology of the hands, face, and ears improves circulation, the functioning of the nervous system, reduces fine lines and wrinkles, and leads to a glowing complexion. Experience what reflexology can do for you today. Contact Isabel Prado at 561-682-0954.
You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with SarahSpiritual and be in the energy of light. Call SarahSpiritual now, toll-free worldwide. 1-888-565-1470. 1-888-565-1470. Just ask your questions or message SarahSpiritual live on Periscope and Facebook.
Back here live on WWNN 1470 AM and 95.3 FM. And let's take a question from Facebook. Let's see what we've got going on here. There we go. Thank you, Joe Thorne, for your, thank God for your blessings. Thank you, Joe Thorne, for that comment. Montes Sweetness 1. Hi, Sarah. Do we have any messages? Love to hear from you. So, Sonia, the first thing that I'm made aware of is there's some expansion coming for you on a soul level. You have been working really diligently and having a better connection with the divine presence, the divine God. And in that energy, everything is coming with ease and grace. And you're moving forward in a direction of staying centered. And as I move into this year, I see growth in your finances because I feel as if we are seeking some advancement in the work environment. And when I place you in the work environment, I place you in perhaps finding a different job or a different location, different department, because there's something better that can come for you. So continue with your connectivity with the centered presence because that is going to lead you to where you need to go. We're going to take another question from Facebook, and let's see who we have here. Christine Grassam, can I tell you if you've been being visited, and if so, who it might be? You know, this is a great question here, Christine, because I see around you, I see the energy of a woman, and it's interesting because this woman seems to be connected in family. I place it in the mother side of the family. I place it above mother, so it feels like mother, grandmother energy here. It feels like grandmother energy in that lineage, and I feel as if there's some connectivity between something going on in family and something with someone who passed. So I feel as if there's some connection between the loved one who's female, who's connected to mom, who's passed, and something that's going on with the family, someone connected to your grandmother. So there's something going on. I feel like she's kind of getting your attention, wants you to know. And you're also becoming more and more aware of the spirit world yourself. This year represents a whole new beginning for you, a fresh start, a new beginning. I'm wiping your slate clean because I feel like last year got a little messy for you, Christine. And now this year we're kind of cleaning the deck, opening things up so that life can move forward with ease and grace. Christine, keep trusting your intuition. I also know that you're spending time talking to your angels and know your angels have heard you. Thank you so much, Christine, for your Facebook question. I've got to go to Minnesota. I want to see what's going on in Minnesota. I heard the weather might be a little chilly, but let's see if they warmed up a bit. Heidi, how are you?
I'm doing okay. How are you?
I'm doing great, Heidi. And Heidi, we're dialing up and talking to God. First, what do you want to say to God?
I want to thank God first for you, Sarah.
Oh.
You are amazing. And I want to thank God for all the beautiful souls, both in the physical and the spiritual worlds. And I want to thank God for the gifts that I myself have been blessed with.
Mm-hmm.
But I have, I'm just thankful.
Yes.
For a lot of things, but right now I'm just struggling with, more with my daughter's problems that she's dealing with, and that's hard.
It is hard. It is hard, Heidi, and it's affecting your health as well because your health is a little out of sorts, right? Because I feel I feel achy. It feels like you feel sick all day, or you feel like you have the flu all day. That's how it feels to me.
Yeah, like you feel my emotions, right? Like I could cry right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, Heidi, let's work on this for a minute, okay? Take a nice breath.
Like.
Just breathe. Just breathe.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to breathe in divine presence, divine light. Okay. Everything's in divine alignment. Let's open up the energy. Let's ask for the assistance of the angels. You know, each soul has its own path.
Yeah.
And regardless of the path, sometimes it's difficult to watch, yes? You know, and your daughter...
I feel like you take everything on for everyone. I
know.
I'm tired.
That's why I said breathe, because you're not even breathing. You're running around taking half breaths. You're like, I'm like, okay, you need a deep breath, woman. You need to take a deep breath. You know, your daughter seems to have a lot of crisis on a continual basis, and I actually feel as if there's some drama going on around her, but I also feel a challenge in her health as well. Does this make sense to you?
Yeah, but they don't. I've taken her to the doctor, and she keeps complaining about her stomach. And they've done scans and different ultrasounds and all these things on her stomach, and they don't find anything.
Mm-hmm.
And now she is complaining at night that she feels so sick, and she has these severe panic attacks.
Yeah.
And she just looks so scared, and I just, like I feel her, like I can feel her, and it's like I know something's wrong, and it's like, you know, when you know something's wrong, I mean, I have that intuitive, I know you sense me, you know I'm intuitive too, so I have that intuitive sense too, but I'm not a doctor, you know?
So, Heidi, let me just ask you one question so I can tap into your daughter a little bit, because I think some of this is also energy. So I think there's some kind of energetic experience going on top of the physical experience. When is your daughter's birthday?
9/21/08. She's gone through a lot in her life, too. Like, there's been a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there, you know, I mean,
it's been a very dramatic life for her. It really has.
It has. Well, you know, she has adult siblings, her dad, you know, just walked out of her life and just yeah.
And your daughter is also having difficulty in studying, yes?
Yeah, in school.
Yes.
Her she's mixed.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, you're right on.
Yeah, she's having difficulty there.
They're being so cruel there.
Yeah.
I want to just take her out of there.
And you're going to have to talk to the principal. You're going to have to do something.
I did, and they didn't do anything.
So you go to the Board of Education. You keep going up. You are the mama bear. Protect your child. Okay?
Okay.
Bullying is a problem, and bullying can cause irreversible emotional damage to someone.
Yeah, she's not okay.
She's not okay. And I also feel like, and I don't know if you've ever been on my website, but I have different things that we use, some products to kind of clear energy. I really feel like your daughter has a lot of energy that she's kind of picked up on, and it's hooking into some of her fears that may not be the answer for her stomach, but it could be the answer. We might be able to connect you with someone who could perhaps show you something that she's allergic to that's causing it. Stomach feels very, again, I'm not a doctor, but it feels very imbalanced, inflamed. It's almost like her stomach feels like it's on fire, and like she has sharp pains. Yes.
Yeah, she can't eat right. Yeah.
Okay.
You're right.
Yes. So we want to take a look at all that, and you might want to change doctors as well, Heidi.
Okay.
All right. Heidi, did you give us information when you called in, yes, so that we can kind of reach out to you?
I did, my phone number, my email, everything. Yeah.
Okay. Because I really think that we can recommend a couple of things that may assist her, especially with this panic energy and such. And then we do want her to get some help from some doctors that are able to do their part. And that school needs to take responsibility for her not blending in, and they need to make things better.
You are right on, Sarah. You are right on. God bless you.
Thank you.
I love you.
Thank you. And you follow us on Facebook, right, Heidi?
Every day, every time you're on, always. Me and Michelle.
Oh.
Like, I'm Michelle's caregiver. Me and Michelle live together. Me and Michelle are we're like together.
Okay.
Me and Michelle are best friends.
Good.
Yeah.
So at least you have each other, all right, to navigate life. And things are going to shift. Things are going to shift. You have to hold this vision, okay? So in the moment of now.
It's so tragic in our lives. It's been so much stress.
All right, but we're going to release that now. So repeat after me.
I can't handle it anymore.
But you're going to repeat after me. Okay? You ready? You with me?
Yes.
In the moment of now.
In the moment of now.
I am safe.
I am safe.
I am light.
I am light.
I am love.
I am love.
I am abundant.
I am abundant.
I am healthy.
I am healthy.
And God's authority
is
the only authority that acts in my life and the life of all my loved ones.
And the life of all my loved ones.
And so it is.
And so it is.
Nothing is stronger than the power of God. Nothing has more authority than God. So in this moment of now, anything that is not in divine alignment and the divine plan, we release it here and now. The stories of then, the stories of the past, the stories of the suffering, they have no more power. Because you have the power. Remember that. All right. Thank you so much for following us. They're getting ready to wind us out. But God bless you, Heidi. God bless your daughter, and we'll see what we can put together to assist you on this journey.
God bless you,
Thank
Sarah.
you. Thank you, honey. All right.
You.
All right. Have a great night.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. And, well, thank you, God, right? Because what if God were one of us? We would first want to say thank you. Thank you for the ability to breathe this beautiful air on this earth, and to remember that this world is made in harmony. So when we're in disharmony, we are separate from the divine energy of light and love. So remember to find your way back to light, to find your way back to love and to trust that God, the angels, the universe, they have your back. And you never walk this path alone, because each one of us is on a journey, heart to heart, soul to soul, fully supported by those who have walked before us, who have transitioned on, the angels, the guides, and of course, the Creator. So thank you, everyone, for sharing time and space with me. Good night. God bless you. And I am Sarah Spiritual.
And there's a light that brightens up my day. There's a light leading the way. Oh, there's a light. There's a light.
This has been Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. You can hear and speak with Sarah Spiritual every Wednesday from 5 until 8 p.m. Each week, Sarah Spiritual and Spirit answer your most important questions as you navigate life.